We mix it all with these, baby, come and feel the beat. Ooh, we are BTM reviews, baby. Nobody does it like us. Hey, you know I want to vibe with honey. Blend it all in harmony, yeah. Yeah, yeah. For the bourbon, top the toys tonight. Riff this mumble, but we're feeling right. BTM reviews on the symphony. Ooh, we are BTM reviews, baby. Yeah, yeah. Nobody does it like us. Hey, you know I want you to vibe with honey. Blend it all in harmony, yeah. Glass, let's get by. Together we'll make the spirits high. Leave the naysayers in the dust, child. Join the rhythm, sing and get wild. Ooh, we are BTM reviews, baby. Nobody does it like us. Hey, you know we brought you to sky vibe with honey. Blend it all in harmony, yeah.
Bourbon on Friday night, just scatter on the ground. BTM got a story, the meat is spinning round. While the brick just steam online, we keep it real and true. We're talking all the good stuff, the things we love to do. Got a camera rolling, search upon a silver screen. Break it down the hype train, see behind the scenes. Got a camera rolling, search upon a silver screen. Break it down the hype train, we see behind the scenes. BTM, we've been selling it, locking it. Not here for control, let them know what's true. Can't stop the fashion when it cruise through. Digging deep into the pile, every toy tells a tale. The bourbon's rich and smooth, the never will we fail. It's sights in your pixels, every me and movie track. While falling for the grips, keep the facts intact. With every frame is focused on cover what's unseen. Another year, another spin, the cycles get BT, we're telling it like it is. Not here for the drop, man, that's the biz. We'll share all the joy, let them know what's true. Speak it loud, dig it deeper. Never bound to deceiver. Light the way, and seek it clear. We got the truth, it's all set there. BTM review, selling it like it is. Not here for the drop, man, that's the biz. We'll share all the joy, let them know what's true. Can't stop the passion when we cruise through.
Welcome to BTM Reviews, where we talk about the news. Got the scoop you need to hear. Stay a while, join the cheer. Super chat me, let's go live. Feel the buzz and take a dive. Super chat me, don't be late. Join the fun, it's here today. Pour the bourbon, let it flow. Talking drinks.
let's go live. Feel the buzz and take a dive. Super chat, we don't delay. Join the fun, is here today. Toys and gadgets, playtime fun. From old school to brand new ones. Action figures, cars that zoom. Fill your heart and light the room. Super chat me, let's go live. Feel the buzz and take a dive. Super chat me, don't delay. Join the fun, it's here today. Movies, flicks on silver screens. Drama, action, fill your dreams. Real to real, the stories told. Lights and camera, new and old. Super chat me, let's go live. Feel the buzz and take a dive. Super chat me, don't delay. Join the fun, it's here today. Movies, flicks on silver screens. Drama, action, fill your dreams. Real to real, the stories told. Lights and camera, new and old. Super chat me, let's go live. Feel the buzz, come take a dive. Super chat me, don't delay. Join the fun, it's here today.
Hey guys, this is Dave with BTM Reviews. How's everybody doing this Friday night? Hope you're doing well. We're going to do some Justified reviews and then go over some fun stuff. Started a little late because we were having an intervention with Cynic in the background, about his avatar. We've got real questions. We need answers.
You guys are just being ignorant.
We just need answers, Jim.
Sorry, I was watching The Biggest Problem. They were talking about our big show on
Wednesday night.
Yeah,
They were talking about our show.
they were talking about our show. Yeah, Dick and
What?
Vito was talking about it and about the whole cow suit thing and everything. So I have it marked. We'll watch it later.
Yeah, it's fine. Sure we will.
I like to watch whenever people talk about me.
Yeah.
Yeah. We know. Mark, do you think our intervention worked with the cause?
Oh.
I think that everybody likes to watch Jim and say things that Jim is doing. So yeah, I'm here totally for Jim.
I just wondering about the intervention with Cynic.
Yeah.
You think it worked?
Nobody cares about Cynic. Jesus Christ, who the hell is that guy?
Yeah,
It didn't work.
Quit being with the chat.
I'm going to
Big
find more
Patsy.
flamboyant
Who's Big
pictures of
Patsy?
Michael.
What? Cynic has a little hat?
No,
Big
definitely not.
Patsy.
Mark, I will
The
find.
artist formerly known as Cynic. I don't know anybody
I
named
thought Jim
Patsy.
said that. Oh my God.
Who's
Wait,
the
are you did you pee in Tony's pool?
Yeah,
Cool.
Well, who wouldn't?
yeah, I was standing right on the side of it. Just
Is that what
watched
that's
it.
Right
about?
on his head as he was swimming up to the
I have
boat.
no clue what
Cool.
Mike's trying to get at right there.
You effing torture us with 3 crappy songs, and you expect us to deal with Cynic?
That's right, boys. Strap in.
Oh, I already got a hashtag kick Cynic. Man, I bet we could get that trending on Twitter. At least 5 people would like that tweet. And
I know
4
of
are
at
on this panel.
I know of at least one that would like that.
Did you guys
Oh.
hear? Did you guys hear?
No.
You
Hear
guys
what?
hear that Anthony Cumia has a new? The reason he sold Compound Media is because he was working on a pilot for a TV series that got sold to CBS.
Yeah.
I can show you, and it got sold. They're making it right now. Let me pull it up.
Sure.
Pilot. Okay.
Okay. What?
I think,
What?
What?
I think I know the name of this show.
Yeah, I did
Yeah,
too.
that's right
I
here.
heard about it.
Says, did you miss Melissa Rauch and Mayim Bialik's reunion on the latest episode of Nig?
Got to watch those Yeah.
I don't get it.
Must be a show called
Nig. Yeah, that's what I'm
Nig.
saying. Anthony Cumia must have wrote it.
I think maybe it was like
Oh, he knows black
Night Court
culture.
or something.
Oh,
like
totally. That's all he talks about.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
he's not
expected
in
more,
it. He's
more
just
of a
writing it.
reaction.
Well, I mean, first of all, why they would announce that chick is a special guest on the show? She wasn't even likable in Big Bang Theory. Why would
Which
I
one?
care?
Blonde or
No, the brown-haired girl.
The
That was
Jewish girl.
that was Sheldon's girlfriend.
but
Yeah.
that was Blossom.
Well, right, but that's what was
Blossom.
wild too. Because if you remember earlier in Big Bang Theory, like I think it was season 2 or something,
Mhm.
they're talking about getting a girl in the when what the fuck? Someone's trying to get someone a girl, and then like Raj says, "Oh, what about the girl from TV's Blossom? I hear she's a neurobiologist or something like that."
And then
And
she's
then
on the
later
show.
she's on the show as a neurobiologist. It's like,
yeah,
Nobody-
she's actually a major.
She's
scientist.
actually a neurobiologist.
yeah, or
So she claims.
yeah. So
Well,
she,
I wonder if she ever did. You think she ever did the work, or you think she just went to school
Yes,
to get the degree?
Yes, she did.
Oh, no,
Dave.
she supposedly
She
did.
actually is an intelligent woman. There are actually intelligent women, Dave.
That's not what I meant by that. I just meant, God damn you, Mark.
oh, did you guys hear the president announced that he amended the Constitution today?
The 28th Amendment.
Yeah, he decided that the 28th Amendment is now law because the president could just do that, I guess.
What? No.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
What does the 28th Amendment include, Jim?
Oh, it's just an equal rights amendment that says you can't discriminate between races at all. So that would, or not race, I'm sorry, between sexes at all, sex or gender or whatever you want to call it, whatever. So
Biden claimed that he could do that because he was the president. So all these amendments that presidents couldn't get passed
Yeah.
before, you can just do.
No,
So
he can.
when Trump comes into office, he can
Sure.
make like
Here,
64
see right here.
new
For
amendments.
immediate
right?
release. Statement from President Joe Biden on the Equal Rights Amendment. Now, I don't know if anybody knows about this. This was an amendment that in 1972 was voted on by Congress, and they sent it to the states, and they put a 10-year
I was alive.
time
then. I remember.
Moratorium.
No, 10 years. They said this has to be ratified. You got 10 years
Or else,
states
yeah.
to ratify. So in 1982, when only 20 states had ratified it, it was dead. That amendment. And so Democrats, since 1982, have been struggling to get more states to ratify it. And I will point out that since 1982, 5 states have de-ratified it.
Oh,
Really?
reversing
Yes.
it. Yes.
Yeah, reversing it. But they're like, well, you can't do that. Once you ratify it, it's like, well, what do you mean you can't?
Yes, you can do
Where does
anything
it
you
say
want.
that?
It's your state.
But as president, I can ratify it for everybody else.
That's
great.
why every state has a new Congress, just like the federal government, Jim. New leaders, new times. You get to change the laws.
Right. So it says he supported equal rights for more than 50 years and long been clear that no one should be discriminated against based on their sex. And we have a nation. So I don't know if anyone realizes this, but if they did this, Title IX, that says women's sports and all that stuff and like different things for women and women's space,
Mhm.
that's gone.
Yeah,
Yep.
That would be unconstitutional.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist anymore. That's unconstitutional. All that shit.
Yeah.
The selective service that says it's
You're
only
up,
the men.
you're up for the
Guess what?
draft, sweetheart.
Women are on the draft now, baby. Sorry to tell you. Nope.
Yes. Yes.
But so,
Cool.
well, but I'm just saying. But so it says on January 27th, 2020, the Commonwealth of Virginia became the 38th state to ratify the Equal Rights Amendment. The American Bar Association has recognized that the Equal Rights Amendment has cleared all the hurdles. Well, they don't who the fuck are they?
They don't have nothing to do with it.
They have total authority. Come on, they have.
He
total
agrees
authority.
with the ABA and with leading constitutional scholars that's become part of the Constitution. No, it hasn't.
Nope.
Because it had to be ratified. In the amendment, it was stipulated that it had to be ratified by 1982.
All right, so who is putting this? This is not Biden.
This
in the
is,
White
well, it's
House.
whoever it is, but they're doing this on purpose because they're trying to fuck with Trump. Because, there was a lawsuit after this in 2020. Someone sued, and guess who went to court and fought and said, no, this is not ratified. It was expired. It's not good. The fucking Biden
Administration.
administration went to court and said, no, it's not ratified. It's not, no. But
I
so
still
now
want
since he's
people to
leaving
pull-
and it's a pile of shit to throw onto Trump,
Yeah.
because he did say in his speech today that, Trump being inaugurated is basically 1934 Germany with Hitler coming to power.
Yes.
Haste.
Yes.
I hope so.
You and me both.
Well, I didn't
if
hear
that's
that
where
last
they're
statement.
going
I
with
didn't,
it,
I didn't hear that last statement. You hope so? What?
I hope that
And it
is
was
like
1930s.
1934.
Oh,
Germany.
Dude, 1934, dude. I can mail order machine guns to my house. Let's go.
Yeah.
yeah, and all the ammo you
Hand
want.
grenades to the mail. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Hand grenades. Shipped right to your door.
All right. So who is in control of what? I know it's not Biden. We know it's not Biden, but they're just throwing all the shit against the wall. We
Yeah.
got like a day and a half more. There's so much more they could do.
Hey, did the Supreme
they're-
Court rule on TikTok?
They rolled against it.
Yeah.
So it's gone Sunday.
It's gone. Now they've got to go back to the drawing board and fight Red Note.
Well,
which is
technically,
legit.
I mean,
a
it depends.
Chinese
Like,
company.
is Apple going to take it off the App Store and get rid of it? Are they going to disconnect the servers? Who's going to do what? Because if Biden's saying he doesn't want it to get banned and Trump's saying he doesn't want it to get banned, I don't know what's going to actually happen.
I know. Who does
Now,
it?
And who's
serve?
banning
It's
it?
both-
The Congress?
Congress passed the law and Biden signed the fucking law.
Yep.
But
So
now he says no.
what are we doing now? We're not following the laws we passed anymore? We're just going to say, fucking I changed my mind? Because if that's the case, fucking I changed my mind and the Hughes Amendment needs to go away.
I'm not a fan of TikTok, but I do think it. Look, people, if you're worried about your fucking data, don't. They've got it. They've already
Fucking-
got it.
Our government has no data. Here's the thing, though. I think, me personally, anyone who got paid from TikTok any money should get arrested for FARA violations because they're getting paid by the Chinese government to push Chinese propaganda, which is against
Yeah.
the law
Wait
in the United States.
Wait a second, Jim. Now
A lot
I
of
heard that it was
congressmen-
fine to get money from Russians because
No, it's not fine to get money from
Oh,
any
it-
foreign government, according to
no.
the federal
It
government.
isn't?
Because,
Oh.
this guy, Eric Adams, he got a free upgrade on his plane flight when he was a commissioner on the county board. They upgraded his plane flight on a Turkish Airways flight. And because Turkish Airways is owned by the Turkish government, they're charging him with a fucking FARA violation and a crime.
What?
Cenk
Yeah,
Uygur
That's what
did
they went
that?
after him for.
Oh my god!
Holy shit.
For a fucking plane upgrade from business class to first class or some shit, or from regular to business class, like a bullshit plane upgrade, which people get all the fucking time.
Yeah, but not from
Well-
Cenk Uygur.
It wasn't Jake Uger. It was
Yeah,
like
but-
Air Turkey.
He's
or
the
whatever.
only Russian.
But Jim,
Turkish
if
guy I know.
If the Supreme Court says
Supreme
TikTok's
Court
got to
said
go,
9-0 the reason TikTok has no lawsuits because it's owned by the Chinese government, and the fucking Chinese government has no constitutional rights in the United States.
fair enough. So,
Yeah.
No
The
foreign
president-
government does.
I'm just saying, I don't think that Apple's going to have the ability not to take it off their app store. It's like these states with
I'm
these
saying,
foreign
who
laws.
knows what they're going to do, because they might just say, well, the only is if nobody's going to go after them, if they're getting messages from people telling them, don't worry, we're not going to do anything, don't take it off, just leave it go. But then again, I think
Dude, that's
maybe
a bad
No,
look.
that could be a
because Trump already
problem
tried
if
to
someone finds
ban-
out.
Yeah.
Trump already tried to ban TikTok.
Now he
Yeah.
says he's changed his mind.
He can say that all he wants, but
But he's the good guy. He has been on the right side of civil rights and all that for all these years. 50, 60 years ago, Joe Biden was saying, give me black guys. they're wonderful, and I sniff their little. Oh, never mind.
Oh yeah, there's another. Yeah, there's Little Red Book or something, right? Isn't that a new one? But
Yeah,
again,
and it's legitly owned by
China.
China. Yeah, whereas Tencent just owns a part of TikTok
So my question is this: why haven't
or ByteDance, I believe. ByteDance.
why hasn't a U.S. country or company came up with one that competes with TikTok? What makes theirs so
Oh,
special?
we already did that forever ago. It was what was that app called?
No, but
Shit.
it didn't survive.
Must have been something failure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget what the name of it was, but that's where TikTok got the idea from. And it failed. That's how we got the Logan Paul and Jake Paul kids.
Was it Vine?
Vine. Yeah,
Oh.
it was Vine.
Okay,
Vine,
so Elon owns Vine. TikTok goes away. Does he reposition Vine as a fill-in?
No,
Why not?
I just don't think he will.
Because
owns
he's an
it.
oligarch,
wants it-
and
He wants
people
it
are
to go
saying the
to
oligarchs are crazy.
X. He wants everything to be on X. So he wants people to start doing videos and shorts and everything on X.
X videos. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's gonna have a hard time getting
The problem is Elon don't pay people.
getting that domain.
Shit. Yeah. Like
Yeah, but they're
Elon
getting
expects a lot of
knocked out of so many
interaction.
states in it that they're almost gone already.
Well, that's just X video. But that's Pornhub, not X videos.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I mean, Elon expects a lot of interaction with people's content to make fucking a nickel, dude. It's crazy. Like,
But some people make a lot of money, Dave. I mean, some people make tens of
the
20,
chosen
30,000.
few make a lot of money.
yeah, it's not.
How many views do you think they have? How many millions of views does it take to get paid on Twitter?
I think you have to
You
have
need 5
I
million
think
in 3
You need
months.
5 million interactions in 3 months just to qualify to get fucking on
Yeah.
the
But
pay
Dave,
list.
you remember Andrew Branca, right?
Sure.
Law of self-defense guy. He for months in a row he said another 5-figure payout. I made $137.23. He made $137.20. So he was getting paid for months, and he was getting $100 to $200.
That was
I don't think he has millions.
that was pre-Elon.
No, that wasn't that long ago.
It all depends too. Plus, the thing that I'm really pissed about, and I want something done about, is on Twitter. If somebody, there's certain people that if you get blocked by, it fucking fucks you in the algorithm.
I thought he rolled that back though. I thought
Like if you're like, and one of them is Lex Fridman, that cocksucker.
Chris says Vine was bought out by Facebook
I could swear Vine and Periscope were bought out by
because Twitter owned them, right?
by Twitter years ago. Let's see.
Yeah, because I think we had this conversation last night, right? Or
Yeah,
2
Elon
nights
Musk
ago?
owns it right now.
Vine was
Vine.
bought by Twitter in October 2012 for $30 million.
Just to shut it down, or did they keep it going for a while and then
They had it going for a while, and
TikTok?
Periscope too. Like Periscope was going for a while, and they shut it down.
so. Elon got all of that when he bought Twitter.
So why did TikTok beat Vine? Was it just a better name? Do people just
No,
like the
TikTok
name?
came around. Vine was gone when TikTok came
Yeah,
around.
but Vine had been gone for a decade.
No. Yeah, there's a lot. Captain Bipto. There's a lot of people like that are in that whole weird NAFO Ukraine, and I think that's why I got blocked by them, because I'm like fuck Ukraine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could care less. So there's another Marina Medved and all these weirdos, and they're like, they're huge accounts. They block you, and it fucks you.
Why does his block matter more than anybody else's block? That's some
There are
bullshit.
people
They
that
are-
are selected to be like accounts that say whether or not people, you know what I mean, and like basically it down like your count
Oh,
gets
yeah,
a grade on it, and it like knocks
Yeah.
your grade down. Like, oh, you're blocked by this account. Like if you get blocked by Elon Musk, nobody's
fucked.
seeing your shit.
Yeah,
it's a new social credit score.
Yeah.
but didn't Elon get blocked by people and his score lowered? And I thought he said, "Oh, this is not working so well," because big people blocked him, and big people do block him.
It'll literally mark your stuff as spam. When I got into that little pissing contest with Cat Food Larry, he had 2 followers. I blocked him And every time he posted on somebody's Twitter page, it marked it as spam.
Really?
Yeah, I swear to God. Yeah.
Was that like a fake account for him?
It's supposed to be a burner account for him. Yeah.
Yeah, because 2 followers or whatever, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But because I had 200% more followers, it marked him as spam. I'm higher in the pecking order.
That's crazy.
It was hilarious. Poor Nubby.
Did you get blocked by Lex, Jim?
Yeah.
Lex Friedman?
Yeah.
I'm probably blocked by him too, but not for anything funny. Just because of people I follow.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
That was a
What?
weird headline.
Right?
I
I was
just
eating
watched
chips. I didn't even see it.
I just watched him on Joe Rogan's show today. Did
It
you
was
see
a
that
good
interview?
interview, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what's the big deal if you ask him? Basically, he just wanted to know if she's comfortable in the kitchen. Does she know her way around an oven? And she makes some cookies.
Yeah. What?
Still
Oh,
not enough
damn.
ovens.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like that
shit.
interview with Mel. He's like, I don't believe in evolution. You mean Darwin?
yeah.
He's a dick.
Shit,
Yeah,
guys.
he's
Jeremy's in the
fucking based
hospital.
on that
Look,
What?
Jeremy, fucking D-Day Cobra's in the hospital.
He looks just like
Okay.
Dave.
He's gonna.
Shut the
He's,
fuck up.
Yeah, that looks just like him.
it's terrible.
He's got too much hair.
They're making fun of that lady who sent a bunch of money to the guy that posted pictures of somebody pretending to be what you call
A chick?
Brad Pitt.
Oh. He didn't look anything like Brad Pitt. He looked like maybe Brad Pitt's stunt double.
Mm-hmm.
You're like
Right?
Brad Pitt's retarded.
And then they're attacking Trump and saying he's afraid of the cold, and that's why they're moving. Trump's not the one who made the decision to move the inauguration indoors. It's a security call. It's security doing it.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the cold. That's just what they're saying. They're like, oh, it's going to be cold. Oh,
It is going to be cold because Monday is going to get down to like 4 degrees in the Northeast at night. So,
But I also was listening to Tim Pool, and he said that DC police said they weren't going to be giving them any more extra security. That's a problem.
again,
Yeah.
4 years ago, they did that too.
Yeah. So typical shit that Trump's got to deal with. And I guess they sent out a bunch of notifications of people saying, hey, if you can't come, there's not enough room.
Yeah, Joe from Joe Neerman. Joe Neerman,
Good logic.
the Jewish guy that Nick.
Yeah. Good logic. Yeah.
Yeah. He got one of 200,000 invitations to the inauguration, and he did a stream today that said because of the cold, only 20,000 of the 200,000 people are going to get in because they're moving the location.
It's a shame.
Did Joe tell him his lineage though? They would have let him in.
No, a congresswoman got that without any invitation. Who he was, where he came from, whatever oven he came out. None of that. Cynic, you shouldn't say shit like that. Damn, you're a racist.
Yeah.
Bigot.
Yes.
Jim doesn't need an invite. He's automatically on every list.
Jim
You
is
got a
on the
back-
list? Oh my God.
He's
You got
on
a
the
backstage-
three-letter
Jim, what we're
agency
talking
list
about, Jim, you don't
Oh.
want to be on a list.
I'm the one
Come on.
making the lists.
and checking it twice.
Gotta
You got a
find out
backstage
who's.
pass.
Anti-Semitic or nice.
Not-
Mhm.
Hey, Katie
Hey.
did.
Katie did in the house. How are you?
Katie did not. Katie did not. Come on.
Katie did too.
Did not.
Did, huh?
Did not.
Yeah, it's supposed to be super cold here too. Monday and
It's supposed to be
Tuesday.
down to 17 here.
That's cold for you.
Yeah, it's going to
Yeah,
be
it's cold as
4 or
shit.
6 here.
Oh, on that Rogan podcast with Mel Gibson, you saw that that chart they brought up for tracking the weather, Cynic, and how much cooler the planet is compared to what was it, 475,000 years? They
Yeah.
tracked all the data with all the core samples and shit, Jim. It's not even close. We're so cool now compared.
Yep.
It's unbelievable.
But just a couple of days ago, I heard them say how much hotter the planet is in the last 100 years than it's ever been before.
That's bullshit.
Somebody's lying.
They
Somebody's
are lying. They're lying. You know how you know they're
They are.
lying? Their mouths are
They're
moving.
talking. Yes. Yeah.
This is there goes Katie's here. There goes the
Speaking of
sausage
which,
party.
so I guess we could do this. We've been going a
Oh,
half hour.
no.
We could do this if you want, real quick.
Get Katie in here so we don't have a sausage party.
Oh, you love the sausage party.
Only
might-
because you told me to. Oh, I thought we were muted. Never mind. Later, Cynic.
Muted.
Good morning, folks. Today we're going to hit eye candy from space, pre-earthquake signals of 3 different varieties, the water is wet of space weather studies, and an update on the weakest point of Earth's magnetic field during this ongoing pole shift. But let's start with the last 24 hours on our star, where things are getting a bit more interesting. We still don't have scary flares or plasma eruptions, but the sunspot situation is surging, and the solar flares are beginning to wake back up again. You're going to see that right here, right side of the GOES X-ray flux, that the flares are starting to return here this morning after days of silence. The flaring is hitting those developing areas as you see the flare flashing here at 94 angstroms from SDO. The sunspots themselves look like this. Significant development over the last 36 hours. Here's how it got that way as we run the last 48. You can see their development, and now we'll zoom in a bit
That's
on
a
each
nil
region.
wafer with
North
little black
incoming is
spots.
actually in a bit of decay. The southern group is gaining umbral cores and umbral size, major central development. And then this guy just came out of nowhere. That's why the X-ray flares are on the rise this morning, and more is expected. Folks, yesterday we discussed the polar vortex setup for the next week, which will bring a major cold wave into the states and even far south into Texas, Georgia, maybe Florida. Wind chills are going to be fairly significant, so please have caution next week as you face this one.
Minus 17, Chicago. God damn it.
Well, that's Tuesday. It's Monday. Then Tuesday, minus 20 in Chicago.
It's almost
Look-
like a polar vortex.
10 degrees in Atlanta. Wait, so that's weird. 10 degrees in Atlanta. It's going to be colder here and here. And then this is colder here, but warmer here. And colder here. It don't make any sense.
It's MAGA country, Jim. Come on.
Oh, it must just not be dipping. It must just not, the cold just might not be dipping. Well, at least Fargo is not going to be any colder. It's just going to be negative 40 in both days.
The problem is it's going to be negative 17 with a 30-mile-an-hour wind. That's what's and Monday my wife flies out. I'm like, fuck, I don't driving to the airport. I'm doing an inauguration stream, Mark.
That is really cold. Is she going south or somewhere?
Yeah, she's going to Florida.
Oh,
You
good
know
for her.
who better stay out of Chicago is Jussie Smollett, because
I
last time
thought
there was
I-
this.
Yeah,
He's an Uber
polar-
driver
polar
now, so
vortex,
I could
yeah.
probably get him to pick her up.
Oh,
That's where he belongs. Sure.
Eastwind Farm, somebody better tell Jesse Smollett that it's going to be a polar vortex and not go to Subway. Yeah, baby. Dave,
Up
we're
next,
shorts
Yacht
all
Candy.
you.
This is a new
I'm
shot
at
from
15.
both James Webb and ALMA. Fantastic use of multiple wavelengths to capture both starlight and
I wear shorts unless the temperature gets below 50. It gets in the 50s here. Then I'll put pants on.
You're in
Other
freaking
than that,
Florida, Jim. There's no brag saying I wear
Well, no, I'm just
shorts.
saying. So it's like maybe I wear pants maybe
5 days a year.
anywhere from 5 to 15 days a year.
Are they pants or sweatpants?
Pants, blue jeans.
So you have one pair of jeans.
No, I've got like 7 pairs of jeans, but
Yeah. Yeah, Chris, it does get hot in Illinois too. I mean, don't get me wrong, but it's not hot for long. That's the best part. Like the summers are short, nice long springs, long falls. I can take a month of heat. It's not like the South stimulated when fucking March rolls around and you're begging for fucking November, right?
Yeah, I'm
By
already
May.
cutting. I'm already fucking
Yeah.
cutting grass.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
terrible.
Although it's getting
Guys
more and
cut
more like
grass?
that up here. It's getting more and more like that up here because I had to cut my yard twice this year in March, Jim, because there's no
Guys-
snow.
You guys cut grass?
Yeah, we don't have people
in
for
I'm
Alabama,
gonna get
we
people
have.
for that.
that. We don't have people for that.
Well, I'm too cheap to get a person.
The
Besides, I
Latinx
like-
people have
just have
stopped
to-
working anywhere but Florida, Jim.
You
Come
just have to learn a couple words, and it's like hola,
Yeah, yeah.
donde está grass cuttero?
I don't like. Hey,
Fuck
I don't
you,
know if
we're
you
at
know,
the
Jim.
Dude,
I'm not a big fan of Mexicans.
I thought you didn't like bankers.
I don't like bankers, and there's also
So who do you like,
some
Cindy? Come on.
Mexicans I don't like
Is there
either.
He likes
Anybody
4
you do like?
people, and I think 3 are here, maybe 2.
I thought you called them
Norwegian. He likes
taco and
Norwegians.
Yeah, dude,
Uh,
yeah. I like to call them salsa in words.
Jesus. I actually like mowing the grass, Jim. It's like 3 hours just outside, fucking rolling around on the ride mower and listening to podcasts or whatever. That don't bother me. It does bother me though when I mow it on Monday or a Sunday, and by Tuesday afternoon, I'm like, God damn it, I got to cut this shit again. When it grows that fast, ugh, man, that annoys me. But I don't want to pay anybody to cut it twice a week in the summer or spring. It's too
Didn't
much.
you say you had a son that wasn't working?
I don't trust him to drive my fucking machine. Are you kidding?
Get him one of them hand ones that he just pushes. He can do it every day, all week long. It'd be an
Yeah,
8-hour a day job,
Dude,
5 days
yeah,
a
I'm
week.
not gonna lie.
Sure.
There's no way if I was living with my dad that I would get away with not cutting the grass.
Oh, well, whatever, dude. I don't mind
Imagine-
mowing the grass.
My dad don't mind mowing the grass either, but if I was living with him, rent free, yeah,
Mm,
my ass would be out there cutting.
they
the
pay
grass.
rent.
No, even paying rent.
Well, you
Interesting.
figure, no, you would figure like one of them would walk up to you one day and say, "Hey, Dad, do you want me to cut the grass?"
No.
That's a conversation that's never fucking taken place.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
ever.
children do that all the
Yeah.
time. Can I help out? Can I do?
Oh
hard
shit,
work
I
for
did.
you?
No. When
Oh,
I lived
no,
with
I
my
did,
parents,
dude.
I did because my dad would say, if you do stuff around here without being asked, you don't pay rent.
Hmm.
And I would be like, okay, so like, what do you need done? And he would be like, well, I need you to bush hog the bottom field, or I need you to do whatever. And I
Stack some firewood, whatever it
stack
is.
some- whatever it was. And I would get like 3 things a week that he wanted done.
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
knock
And you
'em
need to
out.
get out there and stack them up like cordwood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eat the chickens or whatever it was that needed to be done. And
Whoa, don't beat the chickens. Why would you beat the chickens?
feed.
Oh my
You choke
God.
the
Oh my
chickens.
God. Oh, choke. Okay.
Yeah, you don't beat them. You don't want to
Yeah,
bruise
yeah,
the
you
meat.
choke those. Yeah.
All right, let's get back to the solar report.
Stellar dust and gas. Chandra's eye candy is up next. It's the center of the
Chandra?
Milky Way, and it's a composite image using shots in radio waves,
Shonda.
near
That means
infrared,
it's a terrible
far
thing. It's like,
infrared,
oh my
and
God,
a bit
it's a
of
bad
X-rays
thing.
I
sprinkled
thought
in
it
as
meant
well.
it was
Their
Eric
goal is
July's
the
daughter.
never-ending
Okay,
chase
never
to
I did
trace the
too.
traffic jam in the galactic core. Got a triple up next. 3 pre-Earth.
Shonda is Yiddish for like
The
a
problem
bad
is,
thing, like it's
Pastor, they're not
horrible.
kids. They're adults. That's the worst part.
Earthquake anomalies papers. This one hits atmospheric electrons, but also gamma emission. Never heard that twist on this subject before. Alas, atmospheric electricity appears to remain the most popular signal. But work is also progressing in the magnetic anomalies sector. The Earth's magnetic field is much more easily measured than the total atmospheric vertical column of electrons, and it appears as vulnerable to pre-shake modulation. Finally, a new and even weirder twist on the pre-earthquake
Ooh.
electromagnetism. This team found the ground electrical resistivity begins to change before the quake. This makes sense, and I do hope the subspecialty gains some traction. Moving on to the bigger stories, they studied a red dwarf and its hosted exoplanet and found that it is likely too irradiated to house life. Their larger conclusion is that space weather, stellar flares, make many planets unsuitable for life as we know it. Despite the fact that our sun makes those killer flares only very rarely every few thousand years, that is a blessing, but it is only until you develop a society dependent on electrical technology that will be destroyed by even one of those rare events. Last but
Jesus
not least,
Christ.
we're at the South Atlantic
This
anomaly,
prepping
the weak spot in
motherfucker.
Earth's magnetic field, the point away from which both magnetic poles are shifting. It has been expanding and moving slightly, and while the official 2025 World Magnetic Report is coming in a couple days, Today, we report an early release of the finding that it's still moving and expanding. Nothing has changed. The magnetic pole shift is still marching forward. Shout out to our documentary sponsor,
That was pretty
goldobservers.com
impressive
from
last night,
Goldco.
Jim.
Not only are they sponsoring the magnetic pole shift documentary coming out later this year, they are observers, and they want all of us to join the class of serious preppers who includes precious metals in their stockpiles.
He called himself a
Definitely
prepper.
deserve a thank you.
Fuck.
Goldobservers.com.
Jim
And folks,
lied to
here
me.
is the meat of the summer schedule for Observer Ranch. Yellow is the mini conference dates. Observer Meetup Day on January 21st. Dr. Pierre-Marie Robitaille is joining grand opening weekend for a 2 to
Robitussin.
3 day event there. And then
Robitussin.
Dr. Dunning, of course, coming for the Kings of Catastrophism on May 3rd and 4th. Come out and see us this year. ObserverRanch.com. We greatly appreciate your support. We'll do this all again tomorrow. Right here, right now. It's 5:30 a.m. in the new Valley of the Sun. Eyes open. No fear. Be safe, everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, that tracking of the magnetic pole shift was pretty cool last night to see.
Right?
That diagram.
Cool?
Yeah. It's like, okay, maybe they do have something going on that they're actually tracking. Because, he's talking about they hope the science of electromagnetic tracking of vibrations before fucking earthquakes, they hope they go deep. Dude, like, you're just going to monitor the whole planet with these fucking things? And what is that going to do? Give them like 4 seconds of fucking warning?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, something's coming your way. Could be small, could be big, but there was an extra vibration that's not normal.
But they get to claim it when something big happens. They say, but we saw that 4 seconds earlier.
Oh,
You're
dude. And they're going to get millions and millions of taxpayer dollars to go fucking do this bullshit. Take it as it comes, man. You can only protect yourself against so much stuff. I mean, we got to look at these terrible avatars of cynics every night.
Hey,
God,
hey.
it's terrible.
That's the fucking
It really
king
is.
of pop.
Queen of
Put some,
Pop?
put some respect on that man's name. Okay?
Why
Jeez.
don't you go beat it like you do the chicken?
No, you choke the chicken. I'm just not.
RESBCD.
This, you
I was just scrolling around. Hold on, let me get my camera's off. I was just scrolling around on YouTube and I saw this and
So Zia,
and
Did
Ashton
Zia-
Birdie
Who is she?
whatever her name is, but I don't know.
Ashton
Ashton
Birdie.
Birdie, like
is a right-wing grifter who got
Yeah.
famous for
she's like,
fucking.
hey, if
Baked
you're gonna
Alaska.
if you're gonna do this thing,
For
with
having
the,
sex with who?
Baked Alaska.
Oh,
but if you're gonna do this with the bikini, you have to be like Zia here, so that you can actually see
yeah.
what you look
Yeah.
like.
What's
Not
the
this,
point?
where you just- basically, and I think if you look at, I don't know, kind of looks like there's something peeking out on her left here,
Her left or our right?
right here. You
That-
see my
Okay.
mouse?
All right,
Right
that's
there?
her left, but that's our right. Yeah.
Looks like there's something peeking out there, like a
Ah,
giant
barely.
pancake.
Barely, Jim. Barely.
You know what I'm saying? No, you see it?
Yeah, I
Like
do,
a
but
giant
barely.
areola.
Maybe.
Like, I bet
you
you
said
she's
that
got,
the other
like-
night, but it was a pasty.
Well, drop the banner. Can you the
I don't know
timeline
if-
or whatever
I
it
don't know
is?
if he can.
I don't know if you can because it's paused.
Yeah.
Yeah, it only goes away when you hit play, right?
Yeah.
So is
and
this her-
those only
so-
go away if you have super chats, and that's their channel. So
So she's not backing the zoom out at all, I guess is what you're saying, Jim.
No, I mean here I'll just.
I mean, she is she does sell butthole pictures.
Does she?
What?
Yeah, not really. She does
Oh.
have an OnlyFans,
Yeah,
but I
there's-
don't think she. Me and her got into an argument a long time ago, and she was saying some retarded shit.
Shocking.
Yeah, I know. She was saying some retarded
which
shit.
one of you was prettier or something like that? So
Yeah, they
Jesus
both.
Christ.
No, she
I-
actually pushed her.
I didn't know she did. I knew that Zia did. She
Yeah.
actually, what, Jim?
She actually pushed her camera in further now.
As Zia spreads her legs open.
yeah, Zia doesn't care.
Anyway,
But she knows, I mean, she knows what she can get away with, right? She puts her hands in the way, all that stuff.
who?
Zia.
Oh, well, gets away with a lot of stuff.
That's a good question, Ben. Is there any human being alive Cynic hasn't gotten an argument with?
No.
Dave.
Russell Greer.
Not a real one. Yeah, not a real one.
And never. Who else? Ruby. Never got into an argument with Ruby.
No, he knows his place with you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
is he here? Oh shit, there he is. Zia looking like a teacher. That's my yeah. That's what teachers look like. I'm guessing. Never had one show up in class in a bikini when I was growing up.
I would have
Or out of a
failed
bikini.
so much if she was my homeroom teacher.
Oh, I would have failed every year just to go back in that class.
Yeah.
Especially if I was 16. Holy fuck. Zia is a non-autistic mint salad. Yeah, and I think that's what
fair.
makes mint more charming in a way. But I do like Zia because I do kind of like her I don't give a shit attitude mark when she talks. I don't dislike her. Apparently Melanie Mack's having a hard couple of weeks, guys. Saw some tweet today about she got blasted again by somebody else.
You know, if you're going to take that stand that she's taking after all these years, kind of deserve it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it's kind of weird when Renown Zero tweets about it and calls Melanie Mack whatever. And Jim's like, oh boy, I can't wait to see this fall out because Melanie Mack's part of the fellowship. You know, she's friendship related, you know what I mean? Or fellowship related.
Yeah.
Eric and all those guys like her.
I don't know
Or
that
they
she's
did.
doing as well as she used to do. I don't think they're going to get rid of her, but she's weird. She, as far as they're concerned, she's a little weird.
I really thought she thought that faggot thing was an own. Like it was going to really make her super popular for some reason, Jim. Like she's a chick that says faggot. Well, first of all, I've met a lot of girls and like, that's really not a thing that I hear girls say a lot. Faggot. That's a dude thing. And that's mainly calling their buddies faggots. Mark. Yeah. Fucking faggot. Shut up. Cynic hears it every 5 minutes from his friends.
I hear it from you
Yes,
guys every 5 minutes.
Well, yeah, you're.
It's like every other word with you guys. So I mean, it just goes.
That's
in
what
one
we're
ear
here
out the
for.
other.
It made me like her.
Using the word faggot.
Just the way she acts.
Really?
Fucking dirty. Now you're being a faggot.
Now,
the funny thing is, she was saying it with so much emphasis that I was actually worried she was insane.
She was saying it with so much fucking vocal fry. You faggot.
She got mentally disturbed saying that. It was weird.
I don't know who that was for.
No, and who was it for?
No. Before she started doing that,
it was actually
she barely got brought up by the
She got into an argument with her boyfriend, and she was talking to him.
Well, she barely got brought up by the fellowship.
Say anything, you faggot.
When she started doing that, the fellowship, that's when she started really going on to Friday Night Tights and all that stuff. They were like, "Oh, did y'all see Melanie Mack go boom? Call people faggots now?"
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how she
I heard
started,
she likes
like,
the faggots that go boom.
Probably.
They're Dina and Bunny, and they like the boom. You guys don't know that song?
Yeah, no, kick Jim. He's
You
being
guys don't know that song?
No, we're not faggots. We just pretend to be one on live
The
stream.
cars that go boom?
No, who sings it? You don't even know. One hit wonder.
Poor Jim. He lobs up a softball. Dave hits it over the. Oh my God. Poor Jim. There he
Ruby
goes.
King says Melanie Mack is my secret girlfriend.
If I could,
I guess
keep
it's
myself, I
the
would.
Mark and Cynic show. All right. Look, I'm not saying if I was at a bar, I wouldn't.
I'm not saying if I wasn't in a bar, I would.
Jim, finally, that fucking guy left.
The funny thing is, a lot of guys say the same thing about Melanie Mack. Well, I can fix her, or Would.
I wouldn't try to fix her, but I mean, if I was at
You
a
would.
bar,
You
I would. I'd put
I'd
the wood
fuck
to
the
her.
shit out of her.
Yeah, of course.
Who, Melanie?
Yeah,
She's cute. Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd let her.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think this now all of a sudden she's this Christian, whatever.
Oh yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna say something, man. Them Catholic schoolgirls back in
Oh
high school
yes.
were some of the best fun you could have.
The preacher's
When I was
daughter.
in high school,
Right,
okay?
Cynic?
I'm not
I
talking
went,
about
to,
now.
I went to a
When I
Catholic
was
high
in high
school. Yeah.
Mm.
But your Catholic high schools were co-ed?
Of course.
Oh no,
In the 70s.
co-ed where I was.
I'm older than you. In the 70s, they were co-ed
I'm
Catholic.
telling you, in the
Yeah, but you're
80s
so
they
old
weren't.
that I didn't think they let women go to school.
What about all those
the Ca-
nuns? What about those nuns? Come on.
Wait, the grammar schools were co-ed, the Catholic grammar schools, but the high schools were all separate. Girls
we
went
had
to
a,
one
we
school,
had a
boys went to
giant
another.
we had a giant high school with 700 or 800 per class, 700-800 freshmen, sophomore, each of those. Massive
Wow.
Catholic school. Yeah.
I think we had like 700 schools in Chicago.
We had beautiful girls in those schools. Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like we were going to send my son to like a Christian school, my grandson to a Christian school, super small, but there was boys and girls. So
Yeah, my private Christian school was co-ed.
well, those Catholics though, they like to keep them kids separated.
Yeah, we weren't, but it was.
Yeah, the
mine
cat
wasn't a
lickers, they're-
Catholic school.
Cat lickers. Gotta watch those cat lickers.
We call them the cat lickers.
I thought you said you went to Catholic school.
Who, me?
Who, me?
No, Jim.
No, I didn't go to Catholic school. I said the
Oh.
girls
Oh,
Catholic
okay. I
school
thought you went.
had a lot of fun. No, I went
That's-
to public school.
That's where you learned to do the cocaine. With the Catholic.
school?
Yeah. They got all the money.
The Catholic priests.
In a special pew.
I am a proud product of Chicago public schools.
Yeah,
I
I
can
could
tell.
How were those polar vortexes, Jim?
Hey,
Jim read a lot. Didn't you?
What?
You read a lot.
Yeah, like menus and
Yeah.
yeah.
Johnny's beef. You'll
mainly
take
other
the
people's
beef or the
orders.
sausage today. Yeah. I had no child left behind, so we were all left. When they did that,
Oh yes, yes.
it was the worst thing ever for
No child
public
left
schools.
behind.
Yeah, I was in private school when that happened. Thank
It
fucking
turned
God.
into a fucking participation award at that point.
There's some people that I grew up with that stayed in public school, and I still can't believe they graduated. They're just mentally fucking retarded to this day.
Yeah. But no one can left behind, man. I mean, they do this whole bullshit with grades. Why they got grades? What's the fucking point?
Yeah.
All they care about is their attendance, Jim.
I went to Bogan too, Captain Bipto. Brother Saint Bogan.
Are you telling jokes or are you true? Telling the truth.
There's no
Jim
telling
never
with Jim.
says anything true, so it must be the other.
He wasn't talking about you, Ruby. What is this guy doing, Jim?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no. Ruby,
Oh, oh shit! I got the wrong thing. Shit.
Ruby not knowing his left from his right is
I
the
thought you were
most
playing
baffling
Sean.
shit.
No,
in the world.
no, I got the wrong thing. Shit.
Oh.
Was it Captain Bipto? Was it a computer technical high school when you went there? Which means they had a couple computers.
Class of '89.
Yeah,
He's a little older than you, right?
technical high school. Yeah, he's a little
God,
older than me.
Bipto's
So it
old
was a
as
computer
fuck.
technical high school. I think in like 88 or 87, it became a computer technical high school.
So Bipto's like 70 years old or something. That's old.
Which means they got a bunch of those trash 80s in there.
No, schools didn't have those. There were Wang computers and so forth that went to public schools. Nobody.
I'm
gave
telling
trash
you, they
80s.
had trash 80s.
I was okay. I was there with the trash. I had one of the first trash 80s.
We had Apple at my school.
That was later.
I only
That was in the 90s. So
we had, yeah, we had a computer
We had like
lab
Apple
at our,
IIs, I think.
at our high school in Virginia. We had a computer lab, but in Iceland and Arkansas and Maryland, no computer lab. So I don't even. I think they might have just had like some Radio Shack shit, right?
Yeah, that was later in 1977 and 78. We had these Wang computers, which were long before Trash 80s.
Yeah, this is like 82, 83, I think. No, for Virginia,
He means TRS 80s.
84. Yeah.
Those tech tapes, by the way, they were just cassette players out of Radio Shack, by the way. And
I used to have the Radio Shack. I used to have the Radio Shack computer at home. The parents bought it for me. It was so cool. And then I put the fucking tape in to play a game on the computer screen.
Didn't work.
I just fucking walked away. I was like, this is gay. I'm going to go play an arcade cabinet. You know what I mean? Like, this is awful.
Yeah.
So I think that thing just collected dust because nobody knew how to fucking use the thing, dude. It was so many parts and components, and it was awful. I mean,
by the way, Dave, that is actually how I made my career. That computer in the late 70s is how I am giving super chats today. So
that's because you took the time to learn it. You were curious, right? Mark?
Yeah. Yep.
You were curious to learn it. Like, I was not that guy.
That's such a softball. I'm not going to do it.
Okay. Well, you're muted, Jim.
Motherfucker. We can finally reveal that low watermark is actually the great and powerful Woz.
Yes, I am. I was there then, and I'm here now, and I've always been here.
How come you haven't offered to buy my house yet, Woz?
Yeah, seriously, dude.
Why would I? I mean, damn. Gave you those super chats. I giveth and I taketh away.
No, actually, just so you know, Mark, about the Trash 80s, Chicago Public Schools had a pilot program where they had them at the Museum of Science and Industry in downtown Chicago, like off the lake in Chicago. And each grammar school, one class got to would take a bus there once a week and spend the whole day basically fucking off at a museum to play with the computer for an hour.
Yeah. We used to go to the Boston Science Museum. That was our thing in the Northeast. And they had a computer. And you had to find the computer when you were in there to see where everything was. And yeah.
Yeah, but there's like a room, and that was in grammar school. And then in high school, they had like 2 rooms with 30 Trash 80s in there.
Cynic, are you flipping a Zippo lighter?
Yeah.
I know the Zippo sign because my father, my grandfather, everybody had Zippos. And you hear that click, click, click sound? Yeah.
It's the best way to go.
Zippos are great. Yeah. And you pull the thing out. Do you have lighter fluid in a bottle so you can turn it upside down and spray the lighter fluid in the bottom? And...
Yeah, I carry all that stuff with me.
Yeah,
I collect Zippos and like old antique Zippo style lighters.
Yeah, those things are great. I mean, yeah,
they last forever. And I mean, Zippo's got a lifetime warranty on their stuff. So like if I find them and they're messed up at like yard sales or flea markets or whatever, you literally call Zippo and they'll send you they'll either repair it or send you a new one.
Until all the people at Zippo die of old age, which is probably not too long from now. So
that's also true.
Yeah. Too bad that.
But yeah.
I'm just looking at Stephen Colbert. You know what? You might not see me again when Donald Trump becomes president. Oh, Stephen Colbert. We're not
fight the good fight, Stephen.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Take all your syringes and all of that and fight the fight. Come on. Get them together there. Come on.
What fight are we fighting?
Stephen Colbert. We may not see him again when Donald Trump becomes president.
We could only hope.
Goddamn, please do me the favor, man. Please. Not that I ever watch any of his content, but knowing he's out of this country would be an awesome thing. Who else is leaving? Is Tom Hanks leaving?
Well, isn't Rob Reiner supposed to set himself on fire?
Oh, yes. Yes.
I mean, I've seen that posted several times. I'm just fingers crossed.
I hope he does it out in front of the inauguration.
Mm-hmm.
So is Michael Obama not really going to the inauguration Oh, excuse
No,
me,
I think
Michelle.
they're getting divorced because she didn't go to something's weird's going on with them.
He's
like
sick of
something weird's
taking
going on.
dick. Oh.
Oh.
Michael or Barry? Which one's the taker? That's what I wonder. I'd assume Barry, right?
So we have like 2 more days. How much
Mhm.
more shit can they make go wrong in the next 2 days that Trump
They'll
has
do
to?
it tomorrow. They won't do it on Sunday. So just keep your eyes out for.
Oh, it's
Actually,
gonna be-
they'll do it tonight.
Yeah,
if
but
they do anything.
remember how Trump was going to do a bunch of shit? They were saying he was going to not give up the office and he was going to try and get a bunch
Yeah, but
of stuff
they
done.
said that about him, but he didn't. We
Mm.
said it about them, and they will. That's the difference. They will do.
They
shit.
will do it, of course. Yeah. Sucks. But Trump can get rid of that shit. How many executive orders do you think Trump has written already, guys?
What I don't understand is that
Fuck ton. I would
Cynic
assume
and
fuck
Cynic
ton.
and Jim. So, do you guys think that somehow Biden was able to create an executive order that said you cannot drill offshore for oil or natural gas or whatever, and you cannot undo it? So that says the president can make an order that the president can't undo. So
That's not
Biden
gonna
makes a
happen.
law that
He
says
can't.
you can't do this, but he can't undo it. It has to go to the
No.
courts.
Yeah, he may have to go. All right, so he may be able to finagle something that has to go to the courts, but there is no fucking way on God's green earth that the courts would uphold it because
Executive
that's
order is
what
not binding
Exactly.
for the next president, dude. That's not a thing.
Because the
Right.
same president couldn't undo it himself.
Yeah.
Right.
So if Biden couldn't undo it, Trump can't, but Biden could. So
there's no way you
Biden is
can't-
magical and he can undo it.
Well, I
but
mean,
Trump
that's why we
can't?
have amendments, right? So if you want something that the president can't just undo, you have to have
Get it passed by
you
the
have to
House
get it
and the
passed by the
Congress.
House.
Well, wait a
You gotta
second.
have it-
Trump, Biden thinks he can make an amendment.
Mhm.
No, he thinks he can, but he also thinks he can wipe his ass with his feet. So
Well, he probably could do that. It wouldn't be cleanly, but
So I mean, he thinks a lot of fucking things, but that shit, that 28th Amendment stuff, will go to the Supreme Court and be struck down because it wasn't ratified.
Well, no, it's not even going to have to because it's not entered. The archivist has already said no, we can't.
Well, so then there you go. Then you don't have to worry
Back,
about it.
years ago, said no, it's not. It's not an amendment. It expired in 1982.
Yeah, they had 10 years to make it happen, or it's not happening. You have to
Yeah.
keep presenting it to make it another chance to get passed.
No, that when Congress wrote it, wrote the amendment. They wrote a 10-year window in it to get it passed.
The
Which
funny
is
thing
very generous.
Back then, people thought it was going to pass. By the way, because I was there then, and everybody, it's going to pass. It's going to pass. No, it didn't.
No, because there's smarter people than feelies going on out there, Mark. Like people go, wait a minute, this is going to maybe hurt people more than help. Doesn't necessarily, like they always try to word these things to where it's all positive, right? Like my boss was telling me that in the town he lives in, they built an outlet mall. Okay, so the outlet mall is paying city taxes, which it should. Well, now they want to have the right to be their own tax center and not pay any city back or any money back to the city. So all the taxes go to the outlet mall because then they'll be able to provide better stuff for the residents. And I asked him, I said, well, who would vote for that? He goes, Dave, the way they worded that thing, my wife voted for it thinking it was a good thing. Not realizing once they do that, then all our tax money that we pay, that they're helping us pay, our taxes go up because they're up to a certain level now based on what this outlet mall brought in. Now, when that goes away, well, guess what? We want to keep our guys on the city who's still working, or they fire a bunch of people. So they'll just raise the taxes or whatever. And it sucks, dude. I didn't even think you could do that, Jim. Just incorporate yourself like that and be like a tax-free zone. I guess you can't. You have to get it voted on by the city or the people in the town. But it's messed up. I guess They want to be Disney.
Exactly. They want to have that Disney, special provision. Yeah.
Because they want to be able to buy other land too, Mark, and spread out, right? So it's just going to infringe on the properties that are there that are worth, $200,000, $300,000, $500,000, $600,000. And now you just got a fucking McDonald's in your backyard now? No, thank you.
Did everyone watch the episodes?
Yes.
What? Oh, Justified.
Yeah.
I forgot I'm here on Friday.
It's okay. It's okay.
I was just wondering if you watched the episodes.
He's not a Justified guy. No.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh. Okay.
I find this is totally unjustified.
Well, what did you think? Episode 5.
It's fucking awesome.
Fucking awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought
What do
it
you
was
get
great.
it?
I'm giving it like a 9.2 at least.
Ooh, that high?
I loved it. Better than 6.
I'd probably give it like an 8.5.
Oh, I thought
I liked
6 was better.
Nah,
Yeah.
I didn't like 6. It
I
was
thought 6 was better.
I didn't like the black guy and his drugged out retardedness. It was retarded. It was fucking dumb. And then the girl, the girl that's like 19 years old in college,
Uh-huh.
and it's Raylan's actually thinking about it. It's like, come
Wait,
on,
that
man.
wasn't episode 6.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
it was.
episode 6.
That's episode 7.
Yeah, that's 7.
Oh,
6 was when he was chasing around looking for the foot, the guy with his foot cut off.
Yeah.
Foot chase.
I
That's
was
7.
wondering what the fuck happened because I'm watching
You
like
just
what-
skipped episode 6.
that it said to change the disc.
Oh, yeah, you're doing it on the disc. No, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I saw
Oh, yeah.
5 and I gave it a 9.2. 7
Yeah, no.
is not as good as fucking 5.
Well, the ending of 7 was pretty good when he smokes the guy in the fucking bar,
You knew that was going to happen.
but it was
That-
awesome. And then the chick was like all hot and bothered. And here's the thing,
I
like,
know.
how did Raylan, first of all, she's like 26, 27 years old. And
She's 19.
She was not 19.
She's a college girl going to
No,
university.
no. She was not a college girl. She knew the girl in college. The girl has kids now. The girl that she was staying with was her friend, and she was not 19.
Quit sweeping for Raylan.
I'm not. I'm telling you, that girl was not 19. The girl was 25, 26. I'm telling you. It was after college. They had already graduated college. She said she was watching for her old sorority sister, her house.
So
The
now I got to
girl
go
whose
back
house-
and watch 6
You gotta go
tomorrow.
watch it again. Yeah, but check it. But seriously, watch 7 again and listen to what they say. The girl has 2 kids with the black guy after she's out of college.
The girl that's running away. Yeah. The girl
The girl that ran away.
Yeah.
And that was that girl that she went to college with.
She could have
was
had
her
him when she was
sorority sister.
15. She's a black girl. You never know.
Oh, Dave, that's racist, man. They said
White girls, I'm kidding, Jim. It's a joke. I know. She looks 19. How about that? Compared to
No, she
Raylan.
didn't.
She
didn't
looks
look
very
19.
young.
No, she looked like she was in her 20s. She was smoking hot, by the way. The fact that Raylan didn't was like, oh, she don't want nothing to do with this old fart, whatever he said. She got naked and stand in the shower, gave him the come on hither look, and the fact that I think they left it like that because maybe he did.
Yeah. No shit. Of course he did. Why wouldn't he?
Well, I hope he did because I would have.
Yeah, me too. She was hot.
I would have been like, Art, I gotta go, and hung up the phone.
Well, I mean, even like when Raylan said he didn't pay for the room.
No, he said
the government didn't pay for the room. Right.
We're not paying for the room. That meant that the Marshal
He
Service
is.
wasn't. That meant that
Right.
Raylan was.
I know. That's what I mean. Like, why would he give her that nice a room unless he wanted to maybe
And he let her keep the money.
if it's going back to the wife or
How does
the
he know?
because I think he thinks that girl's trustworthy.
Man, that girl's real trustworthy. She was telling him about how she was scamming people out of money and doing this stuff, and she was a card shark, and her stepfather's name was Reno, Nevada.
That was cool. Yeah.
Her name's Jackie Nevada.
Well, she said she didn't cheat. She didn't need to in
Oh,
college.
yeah. I always
Yeah.
believe a woman when she says she doesn't cheat.
Well, she said she didn't need to in college because she'd been playing that. Well,
Oh, yeah,
don't
need to.
long enough.
Yeah.
Maybe as a pro she had to, but look, man. But 5 was great, and was 7 also with what's his name and Ava going to that fucking party, right?
Yeah, that was good.
Dude, when you find out that he ain't got control of shit, and those old white dudes in the room are saying you're only in business because we let you be in business.
Well, that ends real fast.
It was still pretty cool. Like,
but that ends real fast.
Of course it does. It's because he's smarter than everybody.
No.
He's not. So, you're going through 7.
I want to find a girl.
Just
so everyone knows what we're talking about.
5 and 6. We'll just go to 7.
Well, Jim's got to show the chat.
7,
There she is.
I know. I want to go.
Oh, you want the bathroom scene?
No. Here. This girl is not 19.
Looks 19.
She looks young to me, dude. I'm just saying.
Young to me.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to sandbag you either, Jim. Like, she looks young as fuck. And that dude's getting on my fucking nerves. I thought he was going to be cool, by the way.
Who, the black dude?
No, what's his name? The military guy.
Yeah, I know, dude. Well, he's scared of his life. He's scared for his life now. He knows it.
Yeah, but him running
Boyd's
around
nuts.
doing fucking heroin and shit and acting all fucking retarded is. You're supposed to be this calm, cool murder guy. Yeah, you fucked up. Get your shit together.
There she is.
Yeah.
19.
But I'm going to say Ava looked really good in this episode, too. They made her look really good for that scene with the guys at the party. So let's go to 5. Let's go back to the shows we actually watched.
Yeah, this
guy's going to get whacked pretty soon, right? The military guy for lying to Boyd.
Not till the last episode.
Yeah. Johnny's going to die too. I can see that coming. That was the best part of the show right there, dude. When he told his fucking dad,
You're going to die. Maybe not today. Maybe tomorrow morning
Sunday.
Over breakfast. Yeah. Well, guess what?
When you do, I'm going to smile or laugh about it. Yeah.
8 and 9 are really good. 9 is, I would say, 9. Episode 9 is probably one of the better episodes this season. Although they're all pretty good, I have to say.
Yeah, I'm got to go back and watch 6 now because I was wondering what the fuck happened to the guy with the foot.
Yeah, this is the foot chase thing. See?
Well,
there's the foot.
Yeah, I know. It was at the end of the episode.
I know.
That's how it ended. Well, don't make me watch it now.
Well, I was going to play it for you so you can see it.
No, I don't want to see it like this.
Well, we're going to go through it tonight.
6?
Yes.
Well, how about 5 first? Can we do it in order?
Well, it would have been funnier to do 6 first because you didn't see it.
Yeah, there's no context.
I know. All right, so here's 5.
He's just gonna click, 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 click.
Right, so
that's fine, though. Look,
as long as we go through it, okay, I get it.
No, here's 5. So this opening scene where he's at the gas station looking for Ellie Mae, and he's like, you can kind of tell he's strung out, and I don't really like how. I would tell you, it's like he's like if this guy, this guy looking like this comes in and tries to tell you he's fucking military police,
yeah,
anyone that's not retarded is going to go get the fuck away from you lying cocksucker.
Yeah, your face
nobody in the military has hair that looks
your hair
like
is down. Yeah,
not even close.
Yeah, you would have been better off saying you're undercover cop looking for a drug dealer, right? Yeah. Or something like. Yeah, whatever. I mean, some of it's the same old shit, like with Boyd being there before fucking Raylan when he goes to the Hill people. God damn it, why? Like Raylan's way ahead of him in this game. The scene with the wife.
Yeah, to see with the wife and everything, and then so
It's
he didn't really
okay. Yeah, it's
propose.
fine.
It's all right.
Is this like her? How many times is she getting a show this season? Like 1 or 2?
Not very many. But then so this shows up, and then you got there is a great like I think it's episode the episode before the last episode. She's in it a lot.
Oh, his ex-wife.
Yeah. But
Does she have the kid or something?
No, she doesn't have the kid. No.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to spoil too much. So this is cool. Like they're gonna here's what I don't understand. Like they're bringing Arlo in, and he knows the stuff. They know he knows who Drew Thompson is.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, instead of just saying, all right, here's the paperwork, here's the deal, because like this is several days, like maybe a week after they knew that he knew who Drew Thompson was. So they should have had this all arranged already.
Yeah, but the FBI guy, we find out, doesn't want it.
Yeah, but but the U.S. attorney, though, David Vasquez, he's the boss. The FBI is not the boss. The fucking U.S. attorney is the boss.
I get it, but the FBI is going to have the case, and he might say, we just don't have enough. He's because obviously he's dirty, right? He's been dirty forever, this FBI guy. He made it very clear.
Well, yeah, and then this is great because they take it's real nice how they take his files and everything, and he's all pissy, this guy.
Yeah.
He also played the mayor of Beverly Hills in the TV series Entourage.
Oh, he's been in a lot of stuff, dude. A lot of these actors I'm seeing, I'm like, like the guy on the front porch that chopped off his foot. He used to be on a show called Major Dad. It was a sitcom.
Yeah. Right. He was also in Deadwood. He played Rand Hurst in Deadwood.
Yeah, he's in a lot of stuff too. He was a good character actor, and he got his lead finally in Major Dad. It just didn't last.
What the fuck is this guy in the chat talking about?
Eric the Great?
Yeah.
I think it's a crazy person.
I'm starting to think he's a mentally fucking
it's been
delusional.
2 days of this.
2 days
they
of
were
this.
talking about
I have no clue what he's talking about. He's rambling about people trying to kill him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a crazy person.
It's amazing they find us, don't they?
It's I have no clue. It's so wild.
Like this, and this whole thing, and then it's just like, like she tells him, if you become incapacitated, they might use it as a way to nullify the deal. So you should tell me who the guy is. It's like, well, if he's incapacitated, what the fuck does he care about the deal?
Yeah. Why does he care? Yeah.
Well, if you're dead, they might get rid of your deal and keep you locked up when you're in the grave.
What?
Yeah. Didn't make any sense. Yeah, the lawyer wasn't. There's a bunch of people in this that were in Band of Brothers. The bad guy, the last in season 3, was from Band of Brothers. Was what's his face played Buck Compton in Band of Brothers. And there's a bunch of people from Band of Brothers in this. There was also one of the
hold up.
Another guy was in.
You read Eric the Great's message now.
You grow marijuana indoors just to complain about power outages or fires created by them, along with
are you talking
the
about,
dead
dude?
firemen and stupid stoners.
I don't smoke marijuana. I'm not.
Me neither. Never have tried it, dude. Ever.
I mean, I smoked it when I was a kid.
Started. They have fucking video of people starting the fucking fires, dude, outside.
Yes,
didn't come from no fucking
weed
farms or nothing. And in California, they grow the weed outside.
Oh, what's up, ID Crisis? How you doing, buddy? Are you working tonight?
Yeah, the stripper pole. Yeah, Chris is right. I only sniff coke. Why would I do?
And he keeps posting the same fucking thing.
Why would I do marijuana?
If that's the case, why are
Eric
you
not
here?
in America?
I don't know, but then he's talking about other stuff, so I don't know. I think he's just insane.
Yeah,
maybe he's just having fun.
Later,
2 nights of this.
Yeah. What's up, Wizard?
It's Wizard's alt.
Could be.
I like my Coke Zero Sugar. That's what I drink. Way
I like
too much.
My Coke uncut. person.
You know, and so they're gonna tell him that they're gonna give his dad a pass for killing a state trooper and an inmate 4 episodes ago.
To go
If
after,
if they just gives him the name of who it is.
which, like, what did that guy do?
Well, no,
That-
that guy. That's the thing that's fucked up. All that guy can do is he's wanted on a federal witness warrant because he saw Theo Tonin kill an undercover government of whatever and somebody, and also he shot Theo Tonin in the eye and took off with $5 million in coke. But that's why Theo Tonin wants to kill him. But
The feds want him because
no,
Theo killed
him. Right. But how does the feds know that he saw Theo Tonin do it?
That's exactly right. It makes no sense, right?
It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Because this is all allegedly until you prove it in court. And this was a long time ago. This is 1983 or 85, I think, is what the screen said when the plane crashed or whatever.
Yeah.
So, like, how many witnesses are still alive? The fuck are they doing?
I don't know. Yeah, because if they get a shot at Theo Tonin, look at his dad. So then Raylan's like, you know, how long do I have to make sure that my daddy dies in prison?
Yeah.
You know, I'll go find Drew Thompson.
Now it's his stepdad, right?
No, that's his dad.
That's his dad. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's his real dad.
That's his dad. His real mom died of cancer.
Okay,
and
but
then-
but it was real
then
close to his stepmom, not his dad.
No, his stepmom is his aunt, Helen.
That's
his
what I'm saying.
mom's
Yeah, the one
sister
that's dead.
Helen, who
Mhm.
ended up going back. So who knows? It's like Cynic can explain it. Explain how that works, Cynic.
Yeah, Cynic understands all these relationships. Yeah.
I don't understand all those relationships. I'm not really. My family tree is not truly accepted in Alabama.
Now, what about this scene where
Oh.
it just turns out that this
It's
guy
not
was
straight?
about cats and stuff? He's
No,
like,
because
"Do
it
you
has
see any
a couple
cats?"
too many branches.
You know, and no,
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was-
have any cats. It's like it was weird, right?
Yeah, like you know, it's just content, right? It's just they trying to. But I really like him, man. He just is so fucking cool.
And this whole thing too, where it's this guy, the FBI agent, just happens to be a guy that grew up with this guy that's a captain or whatever. And
Why are you shitting all over this episode? It was
Who?
cool.
I'm not. I'm just saying, but to say
You're
this
just
guy,
like, well, this guy, they just so happen to know each other. Yeah, that's justified, bro.
I
There's
don't know.
plot armor everywhere in this
this
show.
Nikki Augustine, and this, and then like this, what I thought was so great is where he's like talking to him and telling him all this stuff, and like, oh, we're gonna get him, and Arlo Givens, and once we get him, he's like, no, and this is where he explains the whole thing, like he stole $5 million of coke, but he also shot him in the eye, and Theo wants him alive. He wants to,
Yeah.
Yep. And
and
then the FBI guy goes, "Hey, this is going to cost you like
yeah, it's gonna cost you, and
250K."
he's like, I can help, and then Duffy's like, I can help. I know the Crowders. I know Arlo Givens. He's like, well, that's why we want to talk to you, Lynn. And then this guy says,
I got
you
it
can
under
get him,
control. Yeah.
I can do it. How can you get it? And he's like, but you don't even have the case anymore. And he's like, what are you talking about? How do you know that? And he's like, you think you're the only person we got in the FBI?
Boom.
Boom.
Yeah.
Bam, blow.
And then just turns to Duffy and says, Mr. Tonin would like your help finding Drew Thompson.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
got blood on his face.
Yeah. But
See, like, that's awesome right there.
dude, that
Like-
that's why I like this guy so much. He's becoming the best character in the show for me.
Yeah, I agree. Especially since Boyd has turned into
Fucking Boyd,
knows
man.
every
Like,
fucking thing.
God damn it. Like, I mean,
And this whole thing, Coke goes to the sheriff and tells him, but don't say anything to Boyd because Boyd's going to be pissed if, that your guy screwed this up and did something with her and this and that and looking for Ellie Mae and not realizing that obviously it's Shelby that has Ellie Mae.
why would he know that though? He doesn't know.
Well,
I don't even know why Shelby would have Ellie Mae. What's that relationship?
Well, because Shelby knows that Ellie Mae knows what was going on with the church, that Ellie Mae was over at the church, and Ellie Mae might know. So Shelby's trying to actually look for an angle to take Boyd down.
Well, he does say that, can you can help me take him down, but it's like weird, like he's willing to go against Boyd. Because I mean, she brought up a good point. What if he would have came in? Like, what the fuck? I would have killed him, dude. Everybody would have killed him. But everybody dies. Nobody fucking lives.
Well, Shelby lives.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. And this whole thing too, where he's telling him about, like
he's not a good cop, though. He's a bad cop.
Who?
Shelby. He's a piece of shit.
Well, I would say Shelby's more of a criminal than a cop.
Right. He's a piece of shit cop. Yeah.
Well, he tries to do the law. Do the right thing.
Because he doesn't like Boyd. That's the only reason.
In general, he does the right thing.
I think Patton Oswalt does it better trying to do the right thing. Oh yeah, this meeting pretty cool.
Yeah, he puts the gun in. Well, you told me you don't trust me and this and that, and then this and then so, and then here's this chick
broke into the house.
That broke into the house, and so he's like asking her all this stuff, and then Patton Oswalt's like, she offered me a blowjob, and Raylan's like, you didn't take her up on it, did you?
Of course
No, not me.
No. And then he says something about, he'll beat her ass, and then he says who his stepfather is, and then Raylan obviously, because Raylan knows everyone, knows his stepfather, and says, oh, I know him. You're probably right. He probably would beat your ass.
Yeah, it was good.
And so then he's going to go see him, and then sitting there with all this and talks to the guy, and, basically, and then Raylan, being Raylan, doesn't want to listen. So Raylan handcuffs him to his car and starts driving down the street with him.
What did you think about this?
I mean, I like that he did it, but this is another one of them things that's shit you shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
Well,
shit that can get your dumbass in major trouble.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's retarded because it's daylight in a neighborhood, and anybody could go in there and support this guy, and Raylan could be completely fucked, right? Like, I know he's a criminal, but not everybody in the neighborhood's a criminal. And all I got to say is,
even if he's a criminal, you're not allowed to do this.
No, I know. You don't take the criminal's word is the point, right?
Yeah.
But if 5 other people are willing to testify, fuck.
And then this whole thing where Raylan where he tells him he's with the Hill people, and then and then this guy's like, and then Patton Oswalt's like, what do you mean?
He's driving a gremlin. Holy shit. I didn't even notice. It's a gremlin. Oh man.
He's like, they do that. He's like, what? They eat people.
Yeah. That's just old wives' tale.
Yeah. And so then Raylan goes and has Tim waiting, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Why?
How'd you get there first?
Yeah, but why have Tim wait? Why not have him go with you? And then obviously Raylan knows these people don't trust anybody, so he doesn't want somebody coming, a stranger. So Raylan thinks he goes in and says, I have kin. We have kinship. Mary.
But he didn't even do that because they didn't have a chance.
He should have did it right away.
Yeah, but he didn't have a chance.
Since he knows everything, he knows how everything works. He's from there.
Oh, does he?
Should have known. Well,
because
he should.
Right? Boyd's already fucking here.
Yeah, because
Boyd knows fucking everything. Pissed me off. Yeah. Like, I would have been happier if Boyd would have came in second.
Yeah,
because I know that Raylan's got a head start on this shit. So, oh yeah, that was Johnny.
Johnny's up to
trying to get some information out of Ava about what him and what's her name are talking
about. He's worried that Duffy might be telling Boyd what's going on. And
I would be too.
Johnny was working with Devil, and Johnny's working with them. And
yeah, wouldn't you be nervous?
Yeah.
Because Boyd's a psycho.
Now this guy was from Sons of Anarchy.
On the right, or the fat guy?
All the way on the left, the big dude. So there's Boyd's in here, and then they're talking about all this stuff and about going to see Josiah.
Yeah, I just that's why I dropped it down to a 9.2. And I'm like, not again.
Colton Rhodes shows up, and then him and the marshal start having a conversation, which basically lets you know that there's going to be something between them.
Well, I mean, Tim offered him a fucking job.
You know,
Yeah.
Cousin Mary, my mom called her. There's a picture. And then they start shooting through the doors and everything. And
What? No, only one could shoot because one of the guy's gun didn't have a firing pin.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they were shooting through the door.
his name is Daniel. Daniel.
Yeah, because he fell down.
I love Daniel. But when he's a boy, rock hit him on the head. He ain't been right since.
He didn't say I love him.
Attacked by you doing that accent.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He said, like,
I love him, but I'd never give him a working gun.
Nah, he said,
Christ, man.
He said he kind of resents him. That's how it, like, who's this guy? Is he in anything else?
I don't know. Why has this guy got dreadlocks is what I want to know.
Because he doesn't wash his hair.
Cultural
Because-
appropriation.
Because, you know, those hill people, they know all about rap.
Well, I mean,
And I
Ray
could
Gay.
swear this guy was in another episode before, like as a different, like on a different, and got shot. But I could be wrong.
If you don't know, nobody knows.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's not
guess
true.
what?
ID knows.
Guess what? A woman comes to save the day.
He's very
Every
dirty
time.
looking too, like all dirty hands.
They're
and
all
everything.
filthy. Yeah.
Damn hill people.
Fucking animals. ID, do you want the link? Yes or no? Yeah, and then Boyd gets saved by Raylan because, you know, I'm a U.S. Marshal and I know what crime
Yeah,
happened.
Yeah, well, there's another U.S. Marshal down there. He's in long hair and short hair. Don't worry, we'll take care of him too.
Yeah, well, that wasn't here though.
It was.
I thought it was as they were. I thought it was as they were
Right
walking.
Right
Yeah,
before
that
they
was-
got here.
Yeah.
Because she showed up, she goes, Ryland Givens, I see Mary in you.
Yeah.
Mama
Do
said
the-
life's like the box of chocolates.
Now you're getting rednecks and Southerners mixed up because he's from the Delta, and these are hill folk.
Jenny.
Jenny.
The most beautiful name in the whole world, Jenny.
My Jenny.
My beautiful Jenny. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Me being Marshal, sir, I've sworn to uphold the law and all. I'd have to report this and everything. And then he goes, so we're back to killing both of them?
Yeah.
Good question though, right? Like that's the
Yeah.
logical. That's a logical place to go. Yeah.
And then she's like, no, I think what she says, I think the wisest step would be to let them both go.
Yeah. Because in episode 7, we find out that these men can't do nothing without women. That's the conversation that lady in the house had with
It
Ava.
was like Raylan has this whole conversation about Drew Thompson in front of Boyd.
I'm
So
sorry,
Boyd
I
gets
broke up
all
the
the same
Black
information
Panther
that he does
party.
about how he was on a different mountain and he was all with all the Clover Hill people. And so Boyd's like, oh shit, I can find him now. He's gonna know when he showed up, where to start looking for people that just showed up at this time period, did work in security or something. And
That's how he got the invitation to the party.
yeah.
Yep.
And that's funny too. Like, oh, all that cocaine, he makes himself a very powerful man. And she's like, your daddy stole all that cocaine from him.
and then, yeah, the conversation with these two walking out.
Yeah,
Like,
he's like, man,
imagine us now. We're looking
for the guy that
somebody
our daddy
dad
fought so
stole.
hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't
And
like
it's like,
this. I didn't
well,
like this. It's
yeah.
the same gimmick every fucking time. Like,
Yeah.
like
It's funny,
Boyd
too,
doesn't
'cause,
know
like,
yet.
Because he's telling him like, oh, I didn't know you had hills in your blood, and then he's like, yeah, my mama did, but Riley didn't like talking about it because he was embarrassed. And then Boyd goes, I'd whistle deliverance if I didn't think you'd get mad.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up, ID?
Hail, lads. How are
Hail.
yins?
Good.
That's good. So
Yeah,
How are you?
Is this better, Dave?
okay.
Like this?
No, I like it on the side better.
All right.
Just seems like there's more screen
Okay.
to look at.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, man. Is this the one where Colton and
Tim Gutterson are down talking.
Gutterson are
Yeah.
okay.
This is not like they have a little more interaction the next episode, and then
Yeah.
I think it's
But this is
the
this
following
is,
episode is the
there's
one
an-
where
there's an
another
ambush
episode.
or something where they're trying to figure out now if I was where he is, I would do this. There's cars.
That's several. No, that's like
that's way
4
later.
episodes from now. That's way later.
Tim-
Yeah.
Tim
But that's
and,
after they get. That's after they
Tim
find
and Colton
her.
are not in episode 7. Trust me, I know.
Okay, so then it's got to be episode 8 then.
Yeah.
It's got to be episode 8 then.
Yeah, they worked in the mines together. That's right, Snorum. Brothers forever. Yeah.
Doug Cole. No, this is a good episode. I love this show. I've been through it.
And this is like weird too. Like he's asking Tim Gutterson basically like how you find somebody because he's looking for Ellie Mae. And
Yeah, it was pretty good. And that's when Tim said, "Hey,
you want to be
go
a
grab
marshal
an
service,
application."
Yeah.
And then he laughed at him because he knows he's a drug addict. He'll never get a job. But and
he's
then
like,
Raylan
tell him-
says, "Hey, man,
he's like-
do you got a saw?
Yeah,
You're gonna need a saw."
He's about 2 miles that way. You're gonna need a saw.
I know that's great.
Yeah.
I got keys. What do you have?
Yeah.
Oh
he's
yeah,
like,
this
he's
scene.
like, oh, I found you found him and all, but I know where he is, and he's still here. And then he said, he's like, oh, I want half the heroin business in Kentucky. And he's like, I thought 20,000 was generous.
Yeah, back to that scene when Johnny's in the room. All I could think about is, dude, why are you showing up at his fucking trailer? You don't know who's watching you. Boyd is a fucking psychopath. Like,
Boyd always gets there early.
He's gonna find out. Like, he's gonna find out you're talking to this guy behind his back. Like, I don't get it. But I do know that Johnny hates Boyd.
I was gonna say that's what it is. That'll cloud somebody's judgment.
Yeah, he just hates him too much.
Yeah, this is the part where he comes back to Shelby's house, trying to figure out where he is. Then he tells her, "What did you do?" Oh,
yeah,
I'd have shot him. Blah blah blah.
And she looked at him with some doubt there. Oh, this part, yeah,
where it's like basically like he's like, "Why are you giving? You're trying to give Arlo a deal. You need to be getting the information from me because I'm paying your fucking bills." And
Yeah, but it's only like $1,000 he lays
I know.
out.
It's like she's.
I was
giving
like,
up her
you're
career.
a fucking lawyer.
Yeah.
You make way more
like
than
this is where he finds
$1,000.
where he sees the foot laying on the ground.
Yeah, like, but when I saw that stack of money sitting, I was like, what? She's a fucking lawyer. This is it.
Yeah, you're gonna go dirty. You're gonna turn on. You're gonna take the chance
And you're
roll the
trusting
dice
that
for a grand.
And first of all, you're also trusting that Boyd's not wearing a fucking wire.
Exactly. That's my whole point. Like,
God damn it!
You just said that your buddy took a deal and the FBI raided, and $1,000 makes you go, man, fuck it.
With the shitty fucking smile on her face, like, I have no idea what's going on here. So
they got some name of some guy who showed up around the time, and that made it to them. It sounded like it could possibly be him. So they
Same
went
neighborhood,
basically telling them, same name in that
So
area.
who is this
and,
guy?
Some guy I don't
Some
know that
random
showed up
guy
around
they
that
think
same time.
might
That,
be.
no, the
that
guy
they-
in the mask.
That's
the
Colton.
that's
Colton.
Colton.
Oh, that's Colton. Okay.
It's Colton, and it was Boyd too. And then they basically said get some documents to prove who he
Wait,
is,
hold on.
what is,
You
where he
didn't know
was.
who
and-
these guys were, Dave?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, that's right. I forget.
Oh,
You
yeah.
skipped
Shit.
the 7.
All right, yeah. So they find this guy that they think whatever, and it's not him. And the guy pulls out this fucking like news clipping saying because he was a wrestler. That they, to prove that this was his name before this date or whatever. And they're like, wait, but that would make you like this many years old. And he's like, well, I failed, third grade.
Said he'd be 20 years
Twice.
old in this picture.
Yeah.
He said, I failed the 3rd grade and I
Twice.
failed the 6th grade.
So. So this was the funny scene with all these guys, and then Raylan sees the ends up seeing the fucking the boot print, which was the cast of the girl. So he knows the girl was there and saw what happened. The girl with the braces.
Saw that the dad chopped off his fucking foot.
Yeah, that's who, saw his foot get chopped off and everything. So
I just want to know how the fuck he lived, Cynic. When you chop off your foot, isn't there a lot of blood loss?
If you put a tourniquet on it, you'll be fine for
That, and I think they tried to cauterize it.
later on in the episode. They did, yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you put a tourniquet on it, you'll probably last, a good 7-8 hours.
all right, so you didn't even get to see this scene, Dave. This is a great scene. There's this picture of an Indian. You can see because there's feathers, long hair, and this kid is shooting at the picture of Indians, and this is the kid that was robbing the house with her. And so Raylan's like getting all like, "Hey, I want to talk to you. Where's Roz?" And he's like, "I don't know." And we're going not anymore. And where's your girlfriend? And blah blah blah. And so if like Raylan doesn't even realize what's going on, obviously the girl went with someone else.
Oh yeah.
So
I can imagine who.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how you don't pick up on it until your second.
And then he's like, I'm not doing shit. And then
Shelby
shows up and he's like, "Oh yeah, something about the nice portrait. Who, it's a good likeness.
You got the likeness, yeah.
You got the likeness right. The little,
But the
little
composition
four
is off.
composition's off."
Yeah.
And the kid goes, "I'll sell it to you if you want it." He goes, "No, that's all right." He said, he goes to Raylan, "You're gonna come with me, or you're gonna stay here and beat up on the kid some more?" And he goes, "Where are you going?" He goes, "To talk to Roz." And he's like, because Shelby knows who the fuck it is in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, who is it?
It's an Indian.
Oh, it's a real Indian.
Yeah, Cherokee came on the.
So the white girl left the white kid for an Indian.
We're looking for Roz. See?
She says no, but that he's just going to help her track. But
when they walk in, she's putting her clothes on.
Yeah.
Oh, dirty hoe.
So basically, they strong arm them and say that like she says, "We're going to track him ourselves. He's full blooded Cherokee. His family came down on the Trail of Tears." And then
the voice,
Raylan
Jim,
says something.
You have to keep attacking me.
And then Raylan says something smart, and then he said, "Well, listen, you're going to help us and tell us, otherwise we're going to take him and lock up rapes with a smile here."
Rapes with a smile.
He calls them rapes with a smile. And,
where the fuck did the Indians come from? Like, they keep introducing all these people, sitting like the hill people, the
Cherokees,
people.
Cherokees came from around my area, so. Oh, you mean like in the show?
In writing, it's called the Deus Ex Machina, the God in the machine. The writer can just introduce stuff to help the story.
I think there was because there's Indian land in Illinois.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I mean, that's still Indian.
Well, I'm just saying in the show. Like, I haven't seen one Indian in the show at this point.
Well, here it is. Here's an Indian.
Okay.
Well, if they were building bridges or skyscrapers, there would have been a bunch of Indians. They were mining. Indians like heights. They don't like mines.
Yeah, all the skyscrapers in Kentucky are overwhelming.
That's what I'm saying. So let's, he goes to grab a knife, and they go take the knife away, and then
why is everybody grabbing weapons in front of cops? Like,
I don't know. Raylan's like, "Sorry for interrupting something," and Ross is like, "I didn't have damn sex with Teddy." She's like, "What are you going to do? Stab me in the foot again?" He's like, "Well, I didn't stab you anyway, but at least I ain't going to chop it off." And then says something like this, and then he's like, "I'll cut you assholes," and goes after him, and then Shelby whacks the dude with the.
Oh, Shelby stood up, huh? Good for
Shelby's
him.
whacked dude, and then Raylan grabs her and says, "If you're going to be stupid enough to step in blood, at least be smart enough to wash it off," because she had blood. She's like, "We'll find him on our own. He's a Cherokee. He'll track him." And then we're going to find him, and we ain't going to arrest him like you.
Kids these days, you know what I'm saying?
Repeating a lie don't make it true. I want to run. And so and he's like, "It's going to be tracking anyone with Teddy in jail for statutory rape." And then she's like, well, I told you I didn't. He goes, "Read the lie, don't make it true." So and then he goes, let's see. So won't be touched to convince the jury that we walked in on you two making sweet underage love.
Sweet
so Josiah,
underage.
yeah, Josiah made her hide, so she saw there was a lot of screaming, and then she'll never forget it. And then he says, "Well, what name?" They called him. They called him the wrong name, and he's like, Drew Thompson." And then Shelby goes, like, "Oh my God, Drew Thompson being alive? That's crazy." Drew's dead. Maybe she heard him wrong. He's like, "Why are you gonna do this to me?" He's like, "I know who Drew Thompson is. I know who he is. Him being alive be the biggest story ever. My loyalty is the law. Drew Thompson's alive in Harlem. It's gonna be a story for the ages."
So, but he's not in Harlan, right?
Well, Harlan County. Drew Thompson definitely is Harlan County. Inside Harlan County. 100% Drew Thompson is in Harlan
Thought
County.
he was the pilot.
He is the pilot.
But I thought that was close. I thought that was close to Lexington or whatever.
No, that's where that body fell out of the plane.
Yeah.
Obviously, that wasn't Drew Thompson.
Yeah.
Drew Thompson threw him out of the plane.
But the episode where Art and Drew, I guess now, you told me that the reason he was able to get there so quick is because it was closer than in Harlan County.
Where?
The airport. That Art showed up at to confront the pilot. Remember when the stupid episode when they both
No, that's
run?
a completely different episode. That wasn't Drew Thompson. That was that was some old dude robbing a base.
Oh yeah, that was.
And I don't know who Drew Thompson is. That's all I see in my head.
Thompson was the pilot. They thought it was a pilot who was smuggling cocaine.
No, I know that part. I thought that the guy that Art confronted that day is him.
No,
that guy's in jail.
Yeah,
the guy who had emphysema.
You know this is Justified's version. They're rewriting the Legend of DB Cooper.
Yeah,
right. But no, so what happened was Drew Thompson had Waldo Truth on the plane, and threw him out of a plane with looks like 20 to 30 kilos of cocaine and no parachute or a broken parachute, and he crashed to the ground and died.
Right.
They would think it was Drew Thompson.
Swapped
and then he went and swapped identities, jumped out of a plane, and was supposed to do something, but instead of being able to escape, he had two broken legs because he hit too hard. He had too much cocaine on him. It was too heavy. So then he had to call Arlo to help him. Arlo came to help him, but then they took all the fucking
also Boyd's dad. Arlo and Boyd's dad.
Arlo
right?
and Boyd's dad, yeah.
Okay. I just thought after our conversation a couple weeks ago that Drew Thompson was the guy that Art confronted. So
no, it was different.
My bad. I'm glad I don't know. I can't wait to find out.
No, that's a different airport. But there's a bunch of airports.
That's what I loved about this episode. It got me right up until the very end.
Yeah. And so he says, "Well, Josiah's on parole and he's on house arrest, so that makes it my responsibility to find him." So whatever. So this is cool. Now it's just laying in more stuff that's going to happen. This is some guy that Tim knew from the Rangers that's got a drug problem that's at the VA or whatever, and then they see Colton Rhodes there. And he's like,
he looks fucked up right there, dude. He looks like a real addict right here.
Oh yeah,
take care of yourself. And then he's like, "I know that guy. The guy's in the world of hurt. Blah blah blah." Yeah, anyway, so he's looking for a drug dealer.
This scene sucked.
Ava sucks.
This part sucked. I can't get Ellie Mae's death out of my head, and then that's
and this is Ava telling like he's got to figure out how to go to these parties. Ava says, "Well, I can go talk to whatever the guy's name was that got shot by Ellie Mae when he was wearing the fursuit, and then maybe his because if you don't want his wife and this and that, and then Colby comes and gets Boyd and brings him in to look, and then this guy's looking for Ellie Mae and ends up smacking the shit out of her.
Oh, that's where episode 7 came into play. Okay.
Yeah.
Where Johnny is in love with the fucking prostitute now.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
And he said, "How did you get down?" He said, "I chewed through the tree." And then he said, Josiah's foot has teeth marks. And then Boyd gets this whole thing where he's like, "Well, I did not kill Josiah." And he's like, "No one said who said he was dead?" He's like, "Well, that's what happens to assholes. They end up dead."
Okay.
And then this is where like Boyd should have known something was up with Ellie Mae because Shelby says something about Ellie Mae. Says like, "Whatever happened to Ellie? Maybe Ellie Mae knows. Let me ask, where's Ellie Mae been? I haven't seen her around." And then he's like, "I don't know." And she's like, and then Draylen's like, "What do you mean Ellie Mae? Boy, did you do something to Ellie Mae? I like Ellie Mae.
Mm-hmm.
And what's going on?" And then Shelby says something like, "Well, she got wrapped up in that church you had me investigate."
Uh-oh.
And so basically he told Raylan he was working for Boyd then, right here. And then you're saying he's dead. He's like, so if he isn't Mediterranean Baker, he's well on his way. And they said they get old and die from being assholes. And then the lawyer shows up, and it just happens to be Arlo's lawyer. And then Boyd,
What?
and yeah, because it's Arlo's lawyer who's also Boyd's lawyer.
Yep.
So she's like, "Let him go" or whatever. And then Raylan says something to the lawyer like, "Why are you dodging this? Why are you delaying Arlo's deal?"
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then
Now
like,
we know why. Now I know why Raylan knows that he's fucked. His dad's fucked. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense now.
She knows that the Boyd's got the lawyer. It's her lawyer. That Boyd's working against them. And everything. Yeah, so here's he is. He's bleeding. They got it wrapped in a fucking plastic bag. This guy's cutting his toenails. This guy's an idiot. This guy's a bigger idiot. And so for whatever reason, somehow Raylan figured out that to follow the lawyer, and they went to the lawyers. Went to track the lawyer. And
why does the lawyer know where he's at?
Because the lawyer hired these two idiots to go get the guy.
The guy that cut his foot off.
Correct. Because Arlo didn't trust the lawyer, so he told the lawyer, what's his face? The guy Josiah was Drew, because Josiah was who he asked to get the bag, and Josiah fucked it up. And so
she knows she knows the two guys that kidnapped him. That makes no sense.
One of them was one of her clients, and so she had him. I paid him to go get the guy.
Wow.
And then
she knows all the best criminals. Yeah. She's a lawyer.
So this guy comes home, and this is his wife, and so they basically convince. She tells him, "You got to help me get into this party."
Goddamn! What sitcom was he the dad in?
But, he's like, "You didn't have to do all this if you wanted to go to one of those
parties." The Wonder Years, I think.
All you got to do is ask.
Oh yeah.
He's like, "I would have got you in." He's like, "People would love to have you there." So Raylan and them show up. They see this Detroit car showing up with Detroit license plates, so they know it's, someone else, that she was in talk with Detroit. And so then they get him, and they're gonna blowtorch his leg. And he's like, "Arlo Gibbons is lying," blah blah blah. And so they come in, and and then he's like, "What are you gonna do? What was your plan?" to this guy? And he's like, "Well." He's like, "I figured I would find, if you sent us up there to die or whatever, what did you gonna do?" He said, "Well, I figured I would find Drew myself and get out of this damn tether," which is his ankle monitor. He's like, "Well, how are you gonna do it?" He's like, "Well, there was an old lawman, that I knew. You should know too. You locked him up. I figured if anybody knows who Drew is, he would." Which is that cop, Hunter.
Oh yeah, the Hunter, the character that shows up in episode 7. Okay, yeah.
And so Hunter and Shelby tell like, "Oh, Hunter, I wouldn't, whatever. I never really liked him, blah blah blah," because they were partners, Hunter and Shelby, on the sheriff's department. Before Shelby took some kind of deal and resigned to save face. Okay, and so this is a good part where this guy Tim's friend, the reason he called him, he's needed Tim's help because he owed this guy money and he just wanted Tim to go with him so he could try. He's trying to make amends, one of those steps and shit in the program. And so he went to the drug dealer's place and wanted Tim to go with just so that nothing, would happen. And the guy's like not having it. And then he basically tells them all to get naked. And
what?
So he knows no one he's carrying. And he's like, no, he's like, he's like this, and he's like, that's whatever. And he pulls out a gun, and then Tim, like, immediately, this guy goes, that's it to me. He's like, I get pissed. He's like, get next week. And he's like, I hate when people say that. He pulls out a gun, and Tim, boop, pulls out his gun. I pulls, okay. Now that's why I'm glad I didn't take my clothes off or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, and so basically he's like, well, he's like, he's going to pay you the money he owes you. You just got to give him time. He's like, well, how about a little show of faith? He gives me everything he's got on him right now. And he's like, I can't do that. I got all my rent money on me. I need it for my rent. He's like, no, give it to him.
Yeah, no shit, dude. Pay the fucking man. There's a gun in your face.
Here's this guy who, for whatever reason, that chick told Johnny that this guy beat her up. So he brings Cole over there, and Cole beats up this guy. Beats him up pretty bad. And Ava tells him that they got him into the party.
Yeah, he's like a stand-in or something. Incidentally, that was Gerald McCraney.
And so then this is where Boyd takes Ava and proposes to her, asks her to marry him.
What?
Yeah. So he wants to buy her a house, nice house, and all this stuff. He goes, "Will you marry me, Ava?" And she goes, "God, yes." And so they're going to get married.
Oh boy. So that was better than episode 5.
I just like the whole thing with the foot. There was all types of foot puns, like put your best foot forward. And I hear a chase is a foot. There's all these foot puns.
Yeah,
I like that.
Game
is a foot.
So you said the biggest problem was talking about our show, Jim?
Yeah, I got it right here.
Who's that?
The biggest problem?
Oh, really?
Vito?
Yeah, maybe next year, 2026, we'll get it out.
Who's we?
Whoever's still around.
Are you and Ralph gonna get it out?
No, I'm working on it every day, and
okay. Well, that's the end of my comments.
I'm feeling pretty confident.
Okay, that's all I need to hear.
There's just always something to do.
What do you mean, like going on streams and?
I only went on there for like a couple hours.
Asking Milo if he was raped.
Well, I do want to make sure I have that story right. Like, he was raped, right? I'm pretty
sure raped him on that stream.
I'm pretty sure he was raped.
I watched it happen.
Yeah. Well, he got raped the second time.
He was right in the middle of his absolutely fabulous routine as you did your trademark stumping.
For some, it's a very convoluted situation.
Uh-huh.
So obviously, Ralph is he's going into rehab, which is good, and we appreciate that.
It's wonderful, yeah.
Okay, he's blown up at you. He's upset with you because something about you guys were going to do a show, and then you didn't do a show, whatever. Yeah. And I guess and then he started coming at me for some reason, because for some reason he felt he couldn't attack you directly, so he had to attack me. That was how this all started. And then I went, Ralph, fuck up. And he's like, yeah, you're right. So then I've been DMing with him, and he's like,
oh, you have been?
Yeah, well, yeah. I was DMing with him, and he's like, hey, we're going to go on this Jesse guy's show, and we're going to get him. And I'm like,
me?
No, we're going to get Jesse, apparently. I'm like, well, how?
Honestly, I can't even pay attention.
I didn't understand.
Who's
and
Jesse?
That's how I ended up on that stream
Jesse
talking to him
from
and Milo.
The
plan
a rivalry.
The plan to get somebody or do something apparently went out the window because some lady came to Ralph 10 minutes before the show, and she went, well, actually, Dick's a bad guy. So Ralph rethought his entire thing. And that was and then I got to talk to Milo Yiannopoulos. I don't think I've ever talked to Milo Yiannopoulos before.
I don't think I ever talked to Milo Yiannopoulos.
No,
Yeah.
And cheeky.
Well,
Johnny, you're so cheeky. Yeah,
amazing. The way he just kind of like steamrolls everything and not in an entertaining way.
That's called meth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because then Ralph was like, then he started doing this thing where he's like, and then I'm going to do a podcast with Ethan Ralph, my yes. We're going to do a podcast together, yes. And I was like, well, first of all, you're not going to do a podcast with him.
Secondly, you're terrible.
Secondly, there's no way you could co-host with anyone because you just talk over everybody with
about nonsense,
incessant yapping. Yeah, it's awful.
Everything's cocks and whatever.
Is this Milo they're talking about?
I think so, yeah.
dresses as a cow, me did.
So then I'm getting fucked in the ass and doing drugs in the mouth, and then I suck at the cock and I take the drugs in my ass. Isn't that cheeky, darling? Isn't that wonderfully cheeky? Like,
One of them,
back in the UK,
has
was
a
absolutely-
Cockney accent. The other one sounds like
that to do
Thurston
that
Howell.
Also, it's like I was really disappointed because I was like, I kind of remember when like internet blood sports like kind of felt like interesting, like there was new drama, that was like, kind of fun.
Yeah.
And now it's like, what if this washed up F slur who hasn't been relevant in like a decade was going at dick for
And has been doing drugs and cock for 8 years straight,
Yeah.
apparently.
Then all of a sudden, after doing all sorts of debauched homosexual bullshit, suddenly is like, I heard this guy
Turned straight out
is
of
a cow.
cheekiness.
I heard he's a
Oh,
cow.
I'm
And
so
I'm like,
cheeky for the.
I don't think he's a cow, man. He's like, no, I heard he's a cow. I heard he's a cow. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't know. So that was fun.
His wife's one too. Okay.
Yeah, everybody's a cow, I guess.
They're both? That's odd. Doesn't really fit.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. Why would
It was
both
like
of
in
you be
Happy
a cow?
Gilmore when he goes, me and Veronica have got it on. No, you didn't. Like, well, you could have that scene. That was you.
Well, I was waiting for like, Ralph's like, oh, I'm turning on dick and I got the goods. And I'm like, well, what are the goods? And he's like, he's a cow. And I'm like, I don't think that's as
You've
exciting.
heard that
as you
one
want it to
already,
be.
man.
Well, yeah. Then the other thing is somebody asked them, they're like, well, is it this? And they link those like stupid, because you guys went to that rave, right?
Yeah.
And what, you had like the pajamas they sell on Amazon or whatever?
Oh, the New Year's Eve rave?
Yeah.
I have pictures of that rave.
Now, I didn't know it was a New Year's Eve rave because
I
in
told you
Vegas
that.
they do have their costume parties, the New Year's Eve.
I told you that though.
That's what I'm saying. So
You
no,
were
you didn't tell
sweet.
me it was a fucking costume party.
I didn't know it wasn't a costume party. It was
It
just
was.
a rave.
The New Year's Eve raves are costume parties in Vegas.
Okay, sure. That's what I would say too if I had a broom in my hand right now.
I'm the one who he said someone pulled up the picture of the Amazon. That was me. I'm the one who pulled it up.
Okay.
Remember,
I know.
Dave?
Because you haven't put the broom down.
Oh, stop.
You will never pry the broom from my. You want my broom? You're gonna have to pry it from my cold dead hand.
You've been sweeping for dick because you love dick for like 4 days now.
I like Mr. Herrera.
Who is that?
Mr. Herrera.
What's his stage name?
Dax.
Dax.
No.
Dax Herrera.
What does he go by?
Daxy Pad.
Nah, I don't know who that is.
But yeah,
Simulated
I
Cynic.
I sweep for everyone. I sweep for Vito. I sweep for Ethan Ralph. I sweep for Mr. Masterson. I sweep for Nick. I sweep for Cynic.
I was going to say you sweep hard for Cynic.
Yeah,
I do. I
Very
sweep
hard.
hard for Cynic. I sweep hard for Dave. I sweep hard for the all-powerful Waz.
Yeah, and he's going.
It was actually a New Year's Eve.
Well, he's
boot
going.
nanny.
He's going. Dick, an '80s girl have fucking cow fursuits. And then someone goes, "Is it this $12 pair of like costume pajamas you can buy on Amazon?" He's like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Well, that's not a fursuit, man. That's like a thing you wear to a fucking party because it's funny."
I will release the photos.
Yeah,
I will release those New Year's Eve photos.
People dress up for raves, right?
I will release those photos.
Right.
If Null can do one push-up.
Oh, come on. You know that's possible.
I will
It's a
release if
stupid
Null
bargain.
can do one
Well,
push-up.
see, that's not fair
I
though.
will
See, you'll
release-
never get those photos because Noel can't do a push-up. Josh Moon cannot do a fucking push-up. And see, now he's
Why?
trying, and because he's a morbidly obese, born again
is he?
virgin. If he was
Is he?
ever a virgin, yeah.
Oh, I thought-
Stuck in the Ukraine or
Oh, I didn't know he was a fat
Poland.
guy.
I didn't know Noel was okay. Cool.
Yeah, and he knows that, which means to me, he's doing that on purpose because he is a furry and he has a picture of it. He's not going to release him. He won't ever have to. Sweep that up, Jimothy.
Or maybe he's just challenging Noel to get in shape.
No, he's just fucking with Noel because him and Noel, just like him and Jesse from Pod Awful, also have a.
Now, see, I thought that Jesse from Pot Awful guy was that Digibro guy because it looked like the
No.
same person.
No, it's not. Pod Awful is Jesse Piez. He's the one that.
And that doesn't go by whatever
Digibro?
Frosty the Golden Witch or something.
No.
I'll be right back.
They're not the same person. They have the
Are you
same
sure?
hair. I'm
And the
pretty
same
positive.
glasses.
No, because Trixie
same
the Golden
voice?
Witch doesn't wear glasses. They do have the same hair and the same slender figure. But
No, I
you
could
can
swear
tell
those
the
same
difference.
glasses.
You can tell the difference because Jesse from Pod Awful grows less facial hair than Trixie the Golden Witch.
I don't
That's
know.
how I tell them apart.
The photo of me and my
But
wife.
other than that,
You know why
At
he
New
can't do
Year's-
See, Dick keeps saying it's his wife. I could swear I thought him and Marie got married.
If not, they're at least common law married by now.
Well, they'd have to be by now.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
you know, I just think it's a bit. You know, like
That they're not married.
no, that
But
this
that they
whole
are
thing with Dick, it's just a bit. It's a persona for the internet. You know, he's actually a homemaker. He does all these things. He cooks at home.
He's a homo what?
He makes he bakes
Homemaker.
his own bread,
Homo,
makes his
yeah.
own pizza. He's a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah.
He's actually a pastor at his church.
Sounds.
oh yeah.
Sounds a little.
Yeah.
He's a Satanist.
It's been said.
No, he's not, man. He's
Yes, he
he's,
is.
He's actually no, he's not. He's actually a 5th-degree Mason.
Which is also a Satanist.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
He's not a
when you,
Satanist.
when
He
you, when
said
you
he's
get
a
up there, it's all
Satanist.
baffling.
No, he's not.
It's
That's just the
true.
thing, man. That's
It's all
just
true.
And if he's baking bread while sitting at home and his
He's
wife's
actually
making,
very good friends with Eric July.
and his wife's making ends meet, then it sounds to me like he might be a closeted gentleman.
No, he's just a guy that does
Yeah.
a show with another guy talking
Yeah.
about this other guy.
Right. But one of these guys on this screen
And they have sex
is
together all the
actually a
time.
homosexual, though.
Well,
did-
technically,
Allegedly.
No.
technically,
One
one
of these guys.
technically
on
one of
the
these guys
screen
on the
is
stream
actually
did,
a homosexual.
technically one of these guys on the stream did date a trans woman.
That's
So
what
that
I
was-
I was about to. I remember hearing that
Yes.
from
So-
the dude's
One of
mouth,
these guys definitely had sex with a man.
and I believe it was in the context of I miss that person.
And I'm being I'm gonna be like Fox News. I report, chat, you decide.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
You can let Jim be like CNN and sway your vote all you want to, but
Who dated a trans?
not Dick.
The Make America Great Again guy?
ID did? Oh, ID is saying it's him.
No.
Oh, I thought you were
Over.
pointing down yourself.
I'm pointing over.
Vito
over
talked
Dick.
about it on a stream before. Like I've
Yeah, he
heard him
did.
talk about it on streams that he dated a trans.
Vito, you did,
Vito
not me.
Technically, Vito is trans. On Vito's driver's license, it says he's a woman.
What?
Is a joke?
Yeah, he went and had when they said you could go and change your driver's license. He went in and
Did
changed
he?
it to a woman. Yeah,
That is
Well, you
fucking.
know-
that's the
Damn.
worst shit ever, dude. Like,
yeah, see, that's the thing. It's not funny unless there's a little bit of truth to it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
Waka
god.
It's kind of
waka.
funny.
Vito
It is
blew a
kind of funny
trans.
that he
So
did it.
what? Well,
I mean,
okay.
I've never really blown
Well, that's
a
'cause he was
trans,
riding the
but,
clutch.
That's what damn it,
Right.
fucking Jim. I was in the middle of that joke.
Spit it out, country boy.
I was
Spit it
literally
out. Spit it
doing it. Fucking asshole.
well, that's what gay dudes do. They fuck in the asshole. So you're expert on that.
Ooh. Ooh. Shots fired. Shots fired.
Yeah, where's that broom sweeping for me now, you cocksucker?
Dude, oh my god! Did you guys hear about Mike Cernovich?
No, I just read this in the chat. I'm
Again?
glad you brought that up.
Yeah,
More
we literally,
Cernovich?
you
we
read
last
it.
night we read it last. He sucked a little black cock, and it wasn't a black man.
Ugh.
So it was a mummy.
It was weird.
It was like a mummified trans cock.
It was weird, dude.
God, dude, it's fucking
All right.
disgusting.
Where did that come up? Who
I don't think it
was-
ever came up. I just think he put his mouth on
He
it.
wrote a fucking article talking about it
Jesus.
Okay.
in 2012.
12.
It didn't
Yeah.
come up at all.
Yeah.
And he said he put it in his mouth and it tasted chemically, and a tear ran down his eye when he
I mean, like
realized what it
formaldehyde.
was he
Oh.
was doing.
I read that. I read that on Twitter. Where
Yeah.
he was
I
crying
did
over
too.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're crying over it?
Yeah. A tear ran down his eye as he tasted
It's weird.
that
He was,
would
you
never
know, who he was
eat.
hanging out with at that time.
No.
Jack
Vito.
Murphy.
Oh,
Oh,
No.
Oh,
geez.
Yeah.
Oh God.
probably
Oh.
Milo too.
It's always the guys with the lift. You have to be careful. The guys with the lift.
No, that was before Milo showed up on the scene. Milo showed up during Gamer
No, it wasn't
Day.
and Milo sucks big black cocks, not
Yeah,
little shriveled up black cocks.
Yeah, he fucked black dudes.
Oh, the straight guy that has a big black guy walking around with him.
Yeah, with the puffy Prince shirt on and all that stuff.
Dave read it last night like a 10 house forum letter. Wrong answer, Snorum. Jim was doing
Dear
his
Penthouse.
best not to get clipped last night. It was funny as hell. I am not making this clippable.
Everything was like, it was like Mike Cernovich. Mike Cernovich
Yes.
did. Mike Cernovich says. Mike Cernovich did. It wasn't,
It's not
I did.
yeah. He did not read the article as written.
It's getting weird in here.
What?
Oh, I was reading Crazy
Getting?
Catch chat.
Getting?
Oh,
Do a
see,
push-up. It is
see
completely
that? Are you
unreasonable
sure that's
for you to ask him to do a push-up.
If
Huh?
he wants the photo
When's
out,
he going to talk about our
Why does
stream?
Noel
He just
engage
did.
with his forum when they're like, "Hey, no,
You did?
About taking the picture.
Yeah.
They were gay as fuck.
shut up, buddy."
Yeah, he
Oh.
said about the guy who was pulling up the stuff.
Yeah, pulling up the pictures.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That was
That's
me.
not talking about Joe.
It was nice of him to drop your name.
Yeah, I'm so glad he dropped your
Hey,
name.
come on,
And-
I
Vito.
knew who he was talking about.
Throw a dog a bone.
I knew who he was talking about. Anyone who watched, all the people that watched our stream know who he was talking about
Mm. Okay.
because they were
Crazy
there,
Cat. Yeah,
witnessed it in
that's-
real time.
That's true.
So that's like the whole internet knows.
The whole internet.
Everybody.
The whole
everybody.
internet.
Pretty impressive stream. Yeah. I mean, jeez. How
That's
long
It
was
was an
that's
impressive
like-
stream, and everyone's
Ethan-
running around cheering Dave's name right now. Even
Ethan was
though-
here. Ethan was here like a good 2.5 hours on that stream. He spent a lot of time here.
Him and Dave are going to take long walks in the woods together.
Yeah, through the Ozarks.
Long,
Yeah.
warm
Jim, if you're
showers.
saying that was like the whole internet knows, that's the planet,
Elon
That's
tweeted
right.
about it.
right?
Elon tweeted about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got one new
Jeff
sub.
Bezos called me and said,
The hell was that?
hello.
Hey guys, the studio,
Nice.
and it's where I belong.
In the
Hey,
kitchen.
in the kitchen. So
I know, right?
We were just talking about the Ethan Ralph was
no
on
respect.
with us Wednesday night along with Vito talking about the whole situation with Dick and Ethan and oh,
I haven't had a chance to see that.
It's mesmerizing, Mint. Mesmerizing.
I just hope he does good in rehab.
I do too.
hope rehab
Yeah.
works for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was doing really good. I thought it was like almost a year that he was sober. That's what I was like.
Yeah, apparently he fell off. the
New
last
Year's
Yeah, what I
Eve.
told him, I was like, I don't think rehab is for people who like can't stop. He stopped. It seemed on his own. He knows he's got a problem. Why go to rehab?
Xanax is a fucking dangerous drug, man.
Pills
Is that
are
all?
all-
Is that what
I
it
also
was?
think too, Jim, when you start lashing out and you like go, wait a minute, my friends are going to leave me if I lash out too hard. I'm going to go to rehab and maybe I'll get some sympathy for, my addiction. I think people do that too. That's what
The
I
problem
think.
with Xanax is like you forget you take it, and so you become more addicted than what you even realize.
What?
Never
Yeah,
taken a
so-
Xanax in my life.
I have,
No.
and I lost a
I don't
whole
remember
weekend.
taking any of that. No.
Me neither.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about you, Mint? You ever done any Xanax or anything?
No, I've never done Xanax.
I,
Hardest I
I,
know is coffee.
All right.
Hey, there's people I know that should
What
be doing
What
that
do we
either.
think about this outfit?
She looks cute. Oh. Is that
Wait,
the
whose
outfit on
outfit? Both of theirs?
Yeah.
I mean, his shirt's a little too tight.
Is this
That
supposed to be
button
like
should
era
cruise.
specific?
No,
is
this
he going?
is just,
Is he going to a costume party?
Yeah, kind of.
He
That's
says
what
he was-
I was thinking.
he says he was going to the orchestra.
Okay,
Oh,
that's a good
Mm.
orchestra outfit.
it is.
Is
Maybe
it?
with a jacket?
Yes, but it.
Hopefully, he's
jacket.
got a jacket to match.
Yeah,
the
a jacket. Yeah.
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 Is that the girl that goes with him wherever he goes?
I don't know, but I just
Is
want
that
to
the
point out
Vegas girl?
that this picture was taken less than 12 hours after. Where's it at here? After this incident.
Oh God.
Less than.
All right.
So, do you know who we're looking at here, Mint?
Is that Nick Rekieta?
Yes,
Yeah.
Nick
Yeah.
Rekieta.
Rekieta.
News? I didn't know that.
Who's a close Nick Rekieta? I just so everyone knows is a close personal friend of mine. So I don't
True
want
statement.
anybody to
True
say
statement.
anything bad about Nick because I'll get a broom out. And not only will I sweep, I will start whacking people with the fucking broom.
He'll get the Dyson.
I miss the old Nick. I miss the
Well, you spit on it before you
dedication,
start
you know?
whacking. That's all I care about.
That's
Jim.
all I ask. Yeah.
All right. Now.
Yeah, you're gonna really like the new Nick ID when you see his tattoos.
I don't know about that. No,
It's really low. It's down here.
No.
I got
No.
oh,
No, Nick.
Don't
do that.
I want you to.
How do you feel about that tattoo?
I don't
Well,
see
let's
what
get
is it.
we'll get a close up in a second, right?
But look at Camelot's face.
Yeah, Camelot.
I saw that
Camelot
earlier
is
in the week.
processing hard.
If I could get a closer look, I could do an art analysis on it.
Okay,
I'm
but-
mostly just interested in like the
Hey, man,
tattoo.
man,
I got,
if you pull up a guy's shirt and this is coming out from his pants, aren't you gonna be
His
like,
groin.
what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like,
I don't understand it. Tattoo.
I'm moving in
I
the
don't
opposite-
understand. I don't understand tattoos at all. Personally, I don't get them. I don't know why anyone has tattoos. I don't understand it. I don't think
shut up, Jim.
You're cool.
Does anybody else have ink besides myself?
Jim's got ink.
I do. I've got a swastika.
Yeah,
on
I'm
my
not
chest.
tattooed. I personally,
neither.
I just,
Yeah.
Not
I have
welcome.
I'm very
Yeah.
pain intolerant.
Okay.
They just don't appeal to me,
low
man.
threshold for pain. It's meant.
I've got an arm tattoo and a chest tattoo. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got 2 tats.
Yeah.
See,
Nothing.
my arm,
Nothing crazy.
my whole arm is tattooed. See, I got Wonder Woman's airplane.
Oh yeah, you got that nude ink. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen it.
But, yeah, I don't
Oh,
understand.
those
this.
flowers, those look pretty.
They're flowers.
Yeah.
I don't know what they
Yes.
are. I literally can't.
He's gonna tell
from
you.
this
He's gonna
angle.
tell
It looks
you.
like it looks like
Okay.
a rose and baby's breath or something.
He'll
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
you. He'll tell you.
a blue bonnet because I was born in Texas, right?
Yeah.
And then Lady Raggeds is from Arkansas. So these are apple blossoms. They're
My God,
That's
right on his
cute.
cum gutters though.
For a guy, you think that's cute? Come on.
That's
I mean,
cute.
yeah, he loves
what
his
you-
wife. Like you gotta like.
That
Doesn't
one
he?
it
You don't,
really
I don't
hurt.
know.
Though.
you
I
don't
mean,
think there was a better placement to get that?
there's a
It's
lot
Depends on how
much.
decision to
big it
him. I'm
is.
not one
There's
to
a-
question
you
his
know.
decisions.
There's a less painful place to get it for
I
sure.
mean, you're so politically correct. What's going on here? This is gay. Men don't do this.
Yeah, you don't get a tattoo on your cum gutters.
And
as
he
a
looks
man.
like a Gap model. Like his body is so
Well, I want to
little,
know.
dude.
Listen,
Like,
I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna ask him why those
Gap
like
model?
those
Yeah.
those are like those like low.
you know what I'm
cut
saying, Cynic?
jeans or
Like,
something.
Yes.
They're like
Yeah.
really low cut jeans.
Yeah, those are low rise jeans
Yeah.
to show off your cum gutters.
yeah.
Like, are they skinny jeans?
Mm.
No,
Nope.
they're probably just they're probably boot cut. You know, most women
He,
wear.
he wears shit like
most
that.
women.
Though. That's it's tough.
He's wearing skinny jeans, dude.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they're probably straight leg. In all honesty,
And this whole arm tattoo is new, also.
I don't mind the arm tattoo.
Is that a
It's
whole
not my
sleeve
style,
or what?
but
What is that on
The
It's
the
a
sleeve
half
is all the way
sleeve.
down to the hand, right?
Looks like
It's-
is that like a snake and
sleeve
fire or
goes all the way
dragon
to
or
the
something?
wrist. That's a half sleeve.
Yeah.
He's probably not finished yet. He'll finish it up.
Well, he's obviously going like
Nick has gone full Maple
Yeah,
Thorpe.
that's what he said. So what you're saying is that's a bullwhip tattooed around his arm.
No, I think it's a snake or like a dragon or something.
Well, that was kind of a Maplethorpe joke, but
I'm uncultured. Sorry, I'm from Alabama. Remember?
well, you want to look up Maplethorpe and bullwhip.
Do I?
No,
No, not really.
That tank top
No.
is super gay too.
Yeah.
That's not a
Yeah.
tank top, guys. That's a wife beater. Stop being
no.
culturally
Wife beater
insensitive.
is white.
No. They make them in black and gray now.
No,
And you
no,
need
no.
bigger
I
shoulders.
understand they
You
make
need bigger
tank tops.
shoulders than that.
A
That's
shirts.
not. Yeah.
but actual
make
wife beaters can be
shirts.
black and white.
Most wife beaters I know In black.
Right.
Sorry.
But then again,
It's too easy.
What is white, you idiot? Yeah, I met her in person. She's really nice. Lady Rackets is really nice.
Wife
Really nice
beaters
lady.
are all white, and they're only made by either Hanes
Or Fruit of the
or
Loom.
Loom.
Well,
That's
that
it.
crazy cat says a
Really?
wife beater has to be white and stained.
It
Yes,
doesn't have to be stained because
Yes.
a
And
wife
generally, it should
No,
have at least
because-
one hole in it.
No,
exactly.
because
Yes.
you eventually have to replace the wife beater. It can be unstained.
But it's already stained the second you put on. It's white
Oh,
and you're
right.
a dude. It doesn't fucking matter. My wife will not buy me white clothes. I have to buy shit that's white. She's like, I ain't buying you anything white. That shit stains as quick as you put it on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whatever. So I'm wearing a white hoodie tonight. But
Yeah, and this A shirt's got like raised seams with piping
Yeah,
on it
that's-
or something.
Can
That's
we,
not
That's
like,
a
right.
Hanes. No, no,
it-
that's
all
a-
I know is
that's a
somebody
Hanes tank
said
top.
during this video, Nick is coming off very feminine.
Yeah. Can we like forward through this a little bit?
It's only
Wait,
20
is-
seconds long.
is he
All right, that's
trans?
better.
Is Nick becoming
I got
trans?
I got that done as well. But speaking of fucking hurting,
Oh no, he got it in one of the worst places possible if you're trying to avoid pain.
Yeah, that the like back of the shoulders, like right
Yeah.
in between the shoulders.
He
is
looks
real
like
bad.
an extra from that commercial from Jaguar a couple weeks back. Oh no! Oh no! Oh Kevin! Oh shit!
That is smart. That is
I'm
very
gonna.
smart.
Hey
I mean,
Jim,
I can pull that video up if you want to watch the video. That video, we can watch the whole video. It's like a 20-minute, 30-minute video of Nick and Kamala talking.
we
but,
can, but I made something today for, you know how we have our support the alliance, right? For the super chats. So I made a new one today, fucking around with that AI stuff.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna play it real quick. It's only 10 seconds, so I'm not gonna waste everybody's time. But I think it's kind of funny. You tell me what you think, ID. You're the artist.
Okay. I like the
told
car
you.
and the color. It looks like it's folded in half in the beginning.
I told you.
Oh well,
not to
it's
share my
transforming from
picture.
one car to another car. But it's me typing in some stupid words. The
Right.
AI creates like 4 pictures.
Yeah.
You put it in the video maker, and then it starts making all the motions and stuff. It's pretty fun.
I like
Now,
that. I like
now
the
Dan
yellow ones
Blackroyd
are-
has a picture of me. Thanks, I appreciate that. Fucking ass.
Well, you know, I
Yeah,
was
it-
thinking about putting like Mark's cup in there, mine and Jim's face in there.
Yeah.
But I got to figure out how to do that and make the AI recognize it. It's really hard.
Yeah, I've
like,
tried to do that before, and it doesn't want to spit it out. Yeah.
no, it doesn't want to see the face unless
Yeah.
it's part of a whole body or something, right?
Yeah.
It's like fucking weird. Is that Eric July? No,
man.
I just thought it was funny.
Oh, the yellow car with a monkey driving it.
That
Hey,
was chimping out. Come on, guys. Chimping
that is
out.
definitely a
That's a
libertarian
nice
dog
spin.
whistle.
Hey.
I award you points.
You thought it was okay for first attempt?
I meant low watermark saying that it's chimping out. It's a good spin.
Oh, so I get no
I thought
points.
it looked good.
No,
What are
I
you
mean, I thought
crocheting?
yeah, it looked good. I mean, you're doing it so that for when money comes in.
And for
From
fun.
a crocheting cardigan, to answer your question.
Do you sell them or is it for yourself?
Just for myself.
Do
You
you?
should sell a mint salad cardigan. You would make buku bucks.
You could.
No, you need to
yeah.
auction it
I
off.
would
Dan.
buy one.
Yeah, auction.
You need to
Ungodly
auction it
amounts of
off.
hours to make.
Do you
Like,
But you should
also
auction
have
it off
cats?
on a live stream one night.
for
I
hundreds.
would
should wear it.
seriously, if you made a
You
cardigan,
should wear
I would
it and
buy a
auction
mint
it
salad
off.
Cardigan.
So at the end of the stream, your simps will pay up.
I mean, I
Mint,
pay
you
like
also own
50
cats.
I mean,
bucks for a
guys
good
buy
cardigan.
comic books because we like men. Imagine your shirt or your cardigan. Yeah, that'd be good.
I will. Sorry, guys. You got me in like
Gaming
the wrong
Punk
state of
360
mind.
for $5 says, "Are you sure that guy wasn't a male
Oh,
OF
OnlyFans.
creator,
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans creator? We need more male representation in that niche. Make OnlyFans masculine again." Hail BTM. Well, hey, There you I tried to find the most upbeat,
You
like
need to drop your banner because it
I keep-
doesn't. You can't.
I
See
did
the
it.
message at the bottom.
you can't see the. Oh, you
Yeah.
couldn't. I
Yeah,
wanted to
whenever you.
present the chat though with it. So
No matter how many times I
No,
see
no,
it, I
your
keep
banner
waiting
that
for the
says
back.
please
I
hit-
keep waiting
please
for the
hit the
wheels
like
to
button.
fold in.
Yeah,
heart thing on the bottom.
I was gonna do like make it a 20-second video,
Yeah.
but I don't want to make it that long because like they can get
Yeah.
boring, right? Like
Get it.
yeah, I recognize $2 super chats, all the same. They're gonna get the video. And the $20 super chats go on the board. I still had to put Moo Moo Buckaroo on the board, but he needs to show back up on the stream. I think he needs to be here for that to happen. Don't you guys?
He's out at sea right now.
I know
said
he's crabbing right now. So
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he's an
yeah,
Alaskan fisherman.
he's
Dude,
got
I know
crab.
that sounds delicious.
dude, it'd be so cool if he's like, yeah, I'm one of the guys you see on the Discovery Channel every week.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, because my wife
Man,
watches that
I
shit.
have a question
Hey
for Mint.
guys,
Yeah,
I was about to say what was the question because I'm getting pretty sleepy and I was about to head off just because I don't really have much to add to this conversation.
Do you also have cats to go with the knitting?
No, I don't. I
All
have
right.
no pets of any kind.
You're gonna complete the whole.
So what were you gonna say, Mint?
I'm just really sleepy, at the end of my day. So
Well, it's
I woke
tomorrow.
up at 6 a.m. So
I saw you did a review of some Star Trek.
yeah, I do review Star Trek. I'm on the animated series right now.
How do you like it?
I like it. The animated series, even though it's different portrayal. You kind of like some of them are not very good voice actors, versus like you could tell that the strength of the original series is in the body acting as well as the performance of the delivery, and you have the animated series just gets rid of the body acting, so you just have the voice, and that's not even spot on because some of them aren't good voice actors. So it's a weird vibe, but the writing's good on some of the episodes.
Isn't Shatner and Nimoy in it though? Aren't they
Yeah,
voice acting?
they're in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they have the like.
They're just
original
reading
cast.
lines, right? Like they don't really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not embodying the character. They're just like reading lines, so it's different.
Yeah, watching Shatner on screen is always fun because Shatner's just Shatner, right?
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
Crazy Cat says, I love the Twilight Zone reviews. I just watched all 5 seasons over the holiday. I love
Ooh,
every
nice.
year. I watch every year. I watch it all.
I gotta watch the movies soon.
What's the name of the that pink alien that's the navigator with the third arm coming out of his chest?
I'm not there yet.
Oh, really? Okay. Sorry. Well, when you get there, the fun concept about him is that his native language is whistles. Yeah, so it adds something to that character.
You know, it'd be fun, Cynic, is to do a joint review stream with Mint with Farscape because I think she would love Farscape.
Fuck
I
yeah.
really think she would love Farscape.
Yes.
Yeah.
Farscape is amazing.
Yeah, it's a sci-fi show made by Jim Henson Studios, filmed in Alaska or Australia. It's made in Australia.
Oh, it's really good, man. If you
It's
like
so
Star
good.
Trek,
I've never heard of it. When did it come out?
in the
90s.
Yeah, late 90s.
Like late 90s.
It's on Tubi for free if you want to check it out.
Interesting.
Man,
It's really good.
Basically, I can give you a breakdown. The ship is alive.
that's not the whole point of the fucking story, Jim. Shut up. I'll kick that guy.
The
Jesus
ship is
Christ.
alive. It's basically a character in the show.
Yes.
Nice.
You have
Yeah.
to. If the
Be
ship
careful
dies,
sitting on a toilet.
yep, and the ship can have babies and all kinds
the
of
ship
weird
has
stuff. Yeah.
feelings. The ship like doesn't
Interesting.
want to like stay around sometimes when they're in stuff. Like it's a good show. I
But
enjoy
the
it.
best part are the male lead and the female lead and their story throughout the whole 5 seasons. It's 5 seasons of like some real hardship between these two.
Hardships.
Yeah.
Ha,
Yeah. You got it, girl. You go, girl.
All right. Yeah, I just started watching Star Trek because because of Star Wars is bad. So I'm just gonna do
Star Trek
Star Trek journey, watching all the Star Treks in chronological order.
You're not going to go wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what
DS9
I'm
is
doing.
great. That's probably my favorite.
In 4 years, when you're done with all the Star Trek that's out there, give us a call. We'll talk to you about Farscape. We'll be ready to watch it again.
All right. Thank you so much for having me on.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Of course.
See you later. Have a good night.
Wait, you're leaving?
Guys. Yeah.
Tired.
I don't have much to add to this discussion. I'm really tired.
You don't have anything to add to the discussion?
Nah.
Nothing?
She can come
Are
back.
you
on.
My
streaming
brain is
tomorrow
due
night?
at the end of the day.
Oh.
My
Are you streaming-
brain is due at the end of the day. So.
Are you streaming tomorrow night?
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing something tomorrow night. I know that.
Is that
Wow.
your Zia stream?
No, that's Zia's. Zia.
Crazy Cats, right? Next
No, I'm doing
Generation.
something else. I'll have to look at what I'm doing. I know I'm doing something tomorrow night. I just have to look at it.
Well, I was just going to pose this.
And the Riley case is over, right? No
Yeah,
going to Texas or anything?
It officially got dropped. Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not a loss, bud. That's not a loss, bud.
Is Riley streaming again?
I do actually. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna head off, you guys.
All right,
So
see ya.
thank you
All
for
right.
having me
Oh,
on.
Riley, we said hi.
Goodbye. Wait,
Good
what,
night.
what was the last question you asked? I thought. Wait, you guys
I said, is Riley streaming again? Oh boy, there he is.
There he is. There he is.
I didn't know what the question you heard. I literally had missed the question.
Being a bad guest. These gentlemen deserve better.
Is he streaming again?
Yes, he's streaming. He's screaming right now.
He's streaming right now.
Oh.
Are you
Well,
streaming again?
No, I'm gonna make a series of escalatingly taunting videos of me in graveyards across the country wearing extravagant jester outfits.
But he's more than welcome to join the show. We can send him the link.
You know what, Mint? There it is. You got to knit him a bunny suit.
That's funny.
true.
Thank you.
All right, you
Try
guys. Have a
Take
good
care.
rest of your night.
Good night, man.
You too, mate. See ya.
Oh, that is funny. That is.
He's
funny.
never off, is he? He's
No,
always on. Always on.
Always in character.
So instead of hippopotamus Ripa, this is kissing Ripa. Is this fuckering
No.
Ripa?
But this is Ripa's and a big
I'm not
announcement.
going to do it, but
It's a
it
big
would be a
announcement.
good one.
What? Another announcement?
It's a big announcement.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's going to be really
What's
good.
up, y'all? I just want to announce that we will be at MegaCon again this year. We'll have our booth there the entire con from February 6th through the 9th. Come meet and hang out with the Rippaverse writers and lore masters, Jen and
God.
Sylvia Saska.
They can't
Of
even
course,
draw this
I'll
year.
be there as well, but we'll also be joined by Ripperson creator and writer of the Achromatic Chronicle series, Jay Day. It wouldn't be MegaCon without some of our friends, and they'll be joining us doing some signings at our booth, such as members of the Geeks and Gamers team, like Jeremy, Ryan, Beardo, and many more. The Neurotic team
Beardo.
will also be there. So you
Beardo.
can come meet Gary. Our
You're the
man's Critical
Baldo.
Drinker will also be
Beardo
making
sucks.
his return, and our Travel
course he
Bro
will.
Star Wars Theory. This is not
Oh,
the final list.
now
There
they're
will be
friends.
some others
They're
that
all
are also
going.
hanging
Yeah.
out in our space. So you'll want to come and keep tabs on our schedule. We'll announce that
Right.
schedule and give you any details of a potential panel at a later date. The Rippaverse will be selling books and merch, so come on by.
Of course
Meet
he
the
will.
team. Our booth number for right now is 5125, but that is subject to change. This time around, we have a much bigger booth to accommodate the demand and the lines. I look forward to hanging
That Gary
out with you
gets.
guys again in
Yeah.
February
Yeah.
at MegaCon in
And
Orlando.
the drinker. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
The last time Eric done one by himself, they said, "Look,
There
at
was
these
nobody
big
there.
lines."
Yeah.
And I counted it. It was 7 people, and
yeah,
2
we
of them
were laughing our ass off, dude.
Now-
Like,
Am I the only one
Now-
that sees Aphex Twin whenever those girls are smiling for a picture?
I hate him. Yeah.
I see.
But-
I
But did
now
you
we've
guys
been
see the
paying-
baby bump? Did you see the baby bump?
I did see
Yep.
that picture. Do you know who also is going to be at MegaCon this
Who's
year?
Who?
This guy.
Oh,
You're
yeah?
oh,
going?
yeah.
Oh,
Are
yeah.
you going to? Are you going to?
Are you
make
good?
it?
Are you going to like
Walk
stream
around.
or do something?
Walk
Come
around.
on.
I'm going to walk around.
He's going to live stream from the floor to his channel.
I'm
At the Eric
hoping
July
I
booth.
run into some people there that I recognize.
Yeah.
You got to take some.
Hey,
got to take some video.
What do you think about this, Cynic? Hasn't he
it
lost
lose
money since the
money?
last time we looked?
It lost $1,000.
It went down.
Really?
Yeah, it was 5,100 and some change on CG Church.
Yep.
It lost $1,000.
Yep.
Well, that's going to be refunds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Go
What did
check
he-
and see. Go check
he
and
must have
see
said
if somebody refunded like the fire suit or something.
Oh yeah, let's
Oh,
go
that would
see.
be funny if it's
Boiling.
available again.
a Twilight Zone. What Twilight Zone episode did I spoil?
All of
You
them.
barely spoiled it.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about the Twilight Zone.
They were talking about Star Trek, the animated series.
Yeah,
good.
just like a character in the show.
Oh,
Alright,
okay.
that's
It's $500. There used to be 0 left. There's 1 left now of the
Okay,
Ultra
but I'm glad
combo.
Mark didn't refund on the helmet after we made fun of him, though.
I know,
Oh,
right?
yeah, exactly. I'm
What,
not going
there's
to give
one
that up.
left on the
Jesus
Ultra
Christ.
combo now?
Yeah,
Oh, Jim, don't you do
Mark's
it.
gonna wear- Mark's
Don't you
gonna
do
wear
it.
the,
I know it's autographed.
get
He's
it.
going to buy it.
All right, I gotta
Get
go
it,
buy
Jim.
it right now.
Go get it. Help the kid out. Camelot's okay, I guess.
He's okay.
I'm starting to turn the corner on him.
The only reason we bring it up is because I see on Twitter like everybody's a comic book person now. Like,
Speaking of that Ashton, the chick that was on Zia's show,
yeah, the chick that Mint was promoting on Twitter the other day.
she is looking for a comic book artist. Ashton,
I
Murphy.
know.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Anybody can
a
do
comic book.
Yep.
Well,
So,
is
Mark, when you
refunding
get the fire
Gauche? Is refunding Gauche
It's very gauche.
if you're super drunk watching a live stream?
Dave's speaking from experience.
No, it's a
here.
question. No, it's a question. You're like,
No, as long as it's not past like
it's
as long as it's not past the whatchamacallit date. You know what I mean? Like if it's as long as it's still
the close.
funding.
Yeah.
yeah,
as long as it's
still funding. Yeah.
No, it's gauche. I'm
It's
sorry,
fine.
guys.
Shut the hell up.
If
You
you-
don't
if
buy
you
anything,
commit
you
to-
cheap bastard. Shut up. You
I
spend
bought all kinds of
nothing.
things. You don't know what I've backed.
You tell me you're broke or you're not broke, but you're frugal all the time, dude.
I'm so broke. I'm
I didn't
poor.
say broke. I meant
I'm
frugal. Like you're very
completely-
frugal.
Frugal.
I'm
fru-
poor.
Frugal.
He means tight.
Frugal.
I'm
Means
poor.
banker.
Yes.
But I'm always going to work.
No, I just like
It's gauche.
I think that I shut up. I'm not talking about that anymore. My thing with Camelot though is I think he thought if he made a book after all that funding with the cars, that people would just come over here and give him $200,000.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's why he's got goals all the way up to $200,000. And the
He didn't realize that was
$200,000,
Ethan.
No,
that
he
was
got that
Ethan
on-
bringing people in. not
Right.
him.
Exactly. Yeah.
and that $200,000 doesn't help the fans. It helps him get a wrap on his car. Right?
Yeah.
Isn't-
He's trying
yeah.
to fund. Yeah, he's trying to fund for races and stuff like that. I think so.
Yeah, it's a different market. Different
Either
customer.
way, like I think
but-
he has like some sort of artist, like he wants to be an artist, but he just doesn't have quite the talent in the comic book stuff. We'll see how his writing is, but if it's anything like the
Well, he said don't take the writing too serious because he's just
Well,
like figuring it out, right? And that's cool. Like, say it, man. Like, if,
you can do a middling
don't charge
story.
me $30.
Yeah,
You can do a middling story as long as it has potential to go somewhere, or you hit the fundamentals right in the right
Yeah.
spot, and you give me a good ending. I don't care if it doesn't have to be fucking Shakespeare.
Yeah,
You know?
it could be justified. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like, we get it. Yeah. I am tired of seeing Snoop Dogg everywhere, too, guys.
I hate
I am.
Snoop Dogg.
I don't
tired
understand
of
this.
motherfucker.
Hanging out with the legendary Snoop Dogg, who is set to perform at President Trump's inauguration.
After
Oh,
he, after
no.
Hold on,
he,
just wait. Just
he
hold
railed
on. Hold
against
on,
him.
hold on.
I don't like
President
being
Trump
yelled
is
at.
unifying the country and bring us the golden age. So here's Snoop Dogg, okay?
Uh-huh.
But this is also Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah.
That's Luke Rutowski pulling that shit up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, but how old is that tweet from Snoop Dogg?
A year ago, not even.
Yeah.
That video came out like 6 months ago.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, because I gotta have
Kinda hard to walk
Snoop
that
Dogg
back.
selling me cell phones for T-Mobile now. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, this guy's a pothead that hasn't made a rap album in what, decades? Has he done anything?
He's made rap albums, just nobody listens to him.
Well, that's why. Well, if a tree falls in the woods and nobody's there to hear it, did it fucking fall?
Dude, I think Jared. I think Nerdrotic is having a bad day.
Oh no!
Hold on, let's see what he says.
This guy's done less.
Your
meth than
neighbors are
Nerdrotic.
going to turn you in.
Yes.
The ones that you have barbecues with, the
Mhm.
ones that you say hi to when you take out the garbage.
Yeah.
Say hi to?
They're going to turn you in.
Uh-huh.
Even some of the ones that you think, no, they would never. I trust them.
Don't trust me.
They're going to
You
turn
notice
in.
that list?
Yes.
If you say in America, and I'm right, that we are becoming a Christian nationalist fascist dictatorship,
We are.
it's not the
That
police
shit.
that you have to worry about.
Mm-mm.
That is, if you don't agree with the philosophy of this Christian nationalist dictatorship.
Mhm.
Now, there's never going to be enough police to handle that. Never. They will never have enough boots on
No,
the
we got our
ground
own guns, you
to be able
faggot.
to look into everyone's homes and understand who agrees and who does not agree with the administration.
That's right.
Who is the enemy within. These
Mhm.
are words that they use now.
You're the enemy within, dude.
Yeah.
No, my friend.
This is-
If I'm
how
right,
unself-aware.
it's going to be your neighbor.
Yeah, but he's a guitar player.
And we
Look
know
at his
this because
jacket.
of history. We have historical references to pull from. History
What?
that happened again and
What?
again and again.
What?
And let me tell you about Elizabeth. Elizabeth Adelheid Hildegard von Thadden.
Uh-huh.
She was
Who?
born in Germany, and she
Yeah.
died in 1944.
Good.
Oh, okay.
Just based on
Relevant.
that date, I'm guessing you can probably tell. She was born into a very prominent family and lived
Uh-huh.
a really.
Why are you clipping your
meaningful
TikTok
life.
video
She
and
founded a
editing
boarding
it
school for
so
girls.
terribly?
But when the
Nobody
Third
does that.
Reich took power, she committed an unforgivable crime. She spoke out against the Nazis.
Faggot, stop!
That's right.
with the
Obviously,
cuts.
that got her on the radar of the Gestapo.
What?
Wait.
But Elizabeth never ostensibly out in the open did anything that was technically a crime. Then
Yes, she
Thadden
did.
began to enroll children at her school that were forbidden by the German government. She eventually had to flee her boarding school and went back to Germany, and she joined the Red Cross as a nurse. A nursing assistant. Then Elizabeth began providing food.
Dude,
stamps
you're a
to people in
terrible
hiding.
content
She
creator.
began to assist
Yeah, he
people
is.
that were
Yeah,
trying
all
to
over
flee.
He's
the place.
awful.
Hard
She
time.
either underestimated how dangerous this was, or she blatantly disregarded her own safety.
I'm confused. Hold on, I got my camera. Because he said something about she spoke out. She had a boarding school. She spoke out against the Third Reich.
And went
And then he
back
says
to
she
Germany.
fled her boarding school back
To go back to
Germany.
Germany.
Something's wrong there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Safety zone. Like
He's
what you-
trying to make his own Bonhoeffer story, and it's not working.
Yeah, they all do that though. They all just make up stories about what happened.
Hey, dude,
you remember the
dude,
one
I
about
live in the middle of
diamond the girl-
nowhere.
the
I've
lady
got a
that ate every
neighbor.
day?
I've got a neighbor a half mile to the north, a half mile to the south. I don't know their fucking names, and I don't know what they do behind their fucking doors. And guess what? I do not care. I don't care if they have fucking pride flags or swastikas in their house. I don't give a fuck until they start fucking with me. When you fuck with me, then I'll take care of the issue. Until then, I don't give a fuck what you do, man. These people are out of their fucking mind. Like, dude, just go turn yourself in. Turn yourself into the sanitarium because you're fucking nuts.
That's one of the reasons we have this problem.
One of my favorites.
There's a
ever.
house. There's a house like that on the way to my daughter's, and I hope that they don't take down any of their BLM.
And I'm not
protect,
married to one either,
whatever.
Chris. That's a problem. My wife's
Because-
Mexican, so she don't
Oh,
tolerate
shit.
this shit either. Yeah.
If they take all those things down off of their lawn, I won't know where to turn.
Oh, you
It's
want
an
to see a
ultimately
great picture I got
recognizable
today
house.
from Ben Togel? It's fucking fantastic. It's a very true thing.
Sanitarium. Stuck in my head. Fuck.
Go ahead, Jim.
Check this out.
Damn.
Is that a
sable?
Snow squirrel?
I don't know what it is.
It's either a mink or a
It's
sable. isn't
cool
it?
as fuck looking though.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Look at how it hops through the snow.
It's awesome.
Snow bunny.
The snow bunny, yeah.
100 of those will make a great coat.
But look, it's got like a big long tail. With
I'm
a
pretty
black
sure
on
that's
it.
a.
It's some kind of sable
I think
or
it's a
something.
sable.
Or
Yeah.
what it's called, an ermine.
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 Yeah.
Ermine.
What the Austrian flag stands for. Number of wars started by Austria. Successfully blaming the Germans.
Yeah.
That's it.
2 for 2. That's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Speaking of Germans and that, we have this guy, Nazi.
Sorry.
You're talking about Germans or Ermins? Germans.
Germans.
Oh.
Now on to this guy.
Look at him.
Nazi-obsessed terrorist Calum Parslow jailed after trying to murder asylum speaker at a Worcestershire hotel.
Where's your sister?
Yeah.
Oh,
So he had like some stuff.
Isn't that sauce that I put on my beef when
That's
I'm
your wash your sister sauce.
Yeah,
He had this dangerous. This is an illegal knife that he had in England. See,
that's a shitty fucking knife.
Yeah, kind of.
Not very long either.
No.
Well, you only need
Wait a
3
minute,
inches.
that's an illegal knife in Britain.
I think all knives are, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
In London, they are.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
because
have-
all the fucking Muslims live there now. There's no
That's
white
yeah,
people.
ring.
Them.
Oh, he's got the armband and the ring, and
That ring is cool as fuck. The armband's, a little.
that's a little
Yeah.
much.
It's a
Yeah.
little much. Like, you just don't wear armbands nowadays.
Yeah, but what's weird, like,
but is
Wow.
he? Is,
I-
now,
I-
to me, isn't that the wrong arm?
Well, it's a
no,
mirror.
it
It's a
would
mirror.
be mirrored. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
mirrored image.
I hate how everybody does mirrors on all their pictures.
Me too. Like, stop.
This is Callum Parslow, a white supremacist who planned a violent attack
Yeah, but he's a
against
ginger.
an
We don't
asylum
accept
seeker.
him.
Armed with a knife, he brought from the
Ginger.
Parslow stabbed Nahum Hagos.
Oh wait, did you hear that? Armed with the knife he brought from the U.S., so it's our fault.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
And his
He crossed
attitude.
state lines. He
probably.
crossed state lines. Oh my god.
crossed international lines with the knife.
Are you sure he didn't get that fucking knife from Austria or Ireland or something? What the hell?
From the US.
Nah, they're pretty cooked too.
He brought
Oh,
from
he
the US.
bought it.
Knife.
He bought it
brought
from-
the US. He brought from the US.
It's a
He
Swiss
brought from
Army
the
knife.
He brought from the US.
We
He
get
brought
it.
from
He
the
bought
US.
it from.
He brought from the US.
Damn it.
He brought
People
from the US. He
People
brought
from the US.
He brought from the
Jim,
US.
Jim.
Parslow stabbed.
What?
People
Where are they
the
from?
US. People from the US. People from the US.
This is. Bought
Did you
from
say the
US.
U.S. or the USSR?
Bought. He bought
It sounded like
from
you said
the US.
brought. No, it sounded like you said brought.
Bought.
Brought.
I couldn't tell.
Bought.
Yeah, no, they're not
Need
going to
to
let
hear it
something like
another
that in.
60
Parslow
times.
stabbed Nahum Hagos, an Eritrean asylum seeker, at a hotel in Worcester.
Eritrean.
Asylum seeker.
Parslow stabbed Nahum Hagos, an Eritrean asylum seeker, at a hotel in
Eritrean?
Worcestershire. Hagos managed to escape to the car park.
That sounds like some
freezing,
fucking
while Parslow
bullshit.
fled along a nearby canal. As police closed in, Parslow tried to post his manifesto online.
Hands up! I got a zapper.
I've got mace. Is
Got a
that
remote
mace?
control.
I will mace you.
I'd have
With
kicked
his-
the shit out of that
I
guy.
mean,
Literally, you just
Beat
stabbed the
his ass.
motherfucker.
Yeah,
Start
yeah.
fighting.
Well, yeah.
I'd
Why
have
wouldn't he just
stabbed the
pull the knife out and
fuck out
start
of that
stabbing the
cop.
cops if they only got mace?
Yeah, I mean,
You're
oh,
going to jail for,
because he's
like-
mad at the fucking Eritrean. I don't know what the fuck that is. Eritrean.
Asylum seeker.
Judge at
Eritrea.
Woolwich Crown
Is that a
Court
thing?
sentenced-
What's an Eritrea?
I think it's in Africa, right? Isn't that like a area like right by Somalia?
Is it?
I
Okay,
think so.
it's a place. So is Narnia, but I've never been there either.
It
Callum
is
Parslow to
above
life
Ethiopia.
with a minimum term of
Oh, okay.
2 years and 8 months for attempted murder and other offences. The judge described his actions as vicious.
No.
Parslows obsession
Have you ever
Right
had
now-
Ethiopian?
I'm just saying, this guy got jailed for life for just giving, letting a couple, letting a little fluid out of the guy.
Aerating for just
He got life?
He got life, but all these other criminals like that do stuff, and like there was the terrorist that chopped off, the guy that chopped off that soldier's head in England.
Yeah.
Remember that? Like,
Yeah.
there's a soldier, and if the guy came and chopped his head off, you know how much time that guy got?
7 years, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they had to let him out because there's people posting bad stuff online, and they
Right.
need to make room.
Well, this
But-
guy, they're not going to let out.
And
make
wait
room for
until they
anybody.
take all the
Yeah,
Americans they're going to be extraditing over to England.
Okay.
Because,
And
I'm
would've
gonna
fucked
look
the
something
cop
up.
up, for sure.
I'm looking forward
What
to that.
is
Cynic,
the
you're gonna be one of
average
them.
Right? Like if you're going to go to prison for life, I'd
time
have fucked
served
the cop up.
Yeah.
for life sentence in England, right? This is England.
UK.
Yeah.
Say UK.
UK. 15 to 20 years.
That's their life.
That's their average sentence for life. They say life, but they're always
They don't
eligible for
really
parole.
mean
And yeah, they're like they
Gotta let them out
they-
so those people posting.
we're the
mean tweets
hardest
can be in
core
there.
country, I think, besides maybe the Muslims when it comes to these sentences.
Yeah,
like
we wrote the
Depends
Magna
on
Carta, but we didn't really
Depends a
mean
lot
it.
on the state. Actually, the states are very wildly different in
sure,
in,
but
America.
we're harder than most countries.
No, I know,
are.
but it's really wild by the states. Like some states,
Jim,
No,
which,
I know.
Which
Like,
states
yeah.
throw people off roofs because they're
Minnesota.
okay? Minnesota.
Oh yeah, that's the one. You know,
Those
it
fucking
was on the
Somalis.
tip of my
Dearborn,
tongue,
Michigan,
but-
they chuck people off roofs
Mhm.
for being well.
No, I mean,
Well, I mean,
seriously,
that's
Cynic,
where's
if
the mall?
Cynic was in Dearborn, Michigan, they
Oh,
would chuck
he'd
him off a roof.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
he's got the
Cynic,
right
stay out
here.
of- stay out of
He'll
Michigan.
blend in. All
That's
he needs
just
is a little,
Malin's house.
all Cynic needs is a little tanning lotion.
I'm good.
And a screaming, he'll fit right in
That's
Dearborn.
it. I'm there, man.
Yeah.
I mean, where's the
awesome.
Mall of
Yeah.
America? Remember that Somali guy threw that kid off the top
Oh,
floor?
that fucking
Yeah,
That's
that's
in
motherfucker.
Minnesota,
Minnesota.
right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
but they're
Minnesota where they
Somalis.
do this.
Well,
They're
Minneapolis.
Somalis.
They're still Muslim.
Yeah, but I can't mix you in with those guys. Like I can in Dearborn, Michigan.
Oh, I ruined your joke. Fuck you guys.
Have you ever had Ethiopian food? Anybody?
No.
Yeah.
No.
The only
Is that
thing.
is that the stuff you eat with naan?
Neither have they. Waka waka waka.
So here's TikTok policy statement on the possible shutdown. The statements issued today by both the Biden White House and the Department of Justice have failed to provide the necessary clarity and assurance to the service provider that are integral to maintaining TikTok's availability to over 170 million Americans, unless the Biden administration immediately provides a definitive statement to satisfy the most critical service providers, ensuring
They can't do
non-enforcement.
that. They can't do that. The Supreme Court turned them down.
Well, no, they could actually. They could if that's what they're saying, but that could all change when the new administration comes in and go, no, what they told you what?
Now, wait a
That's
second, Jim.
stupid.
We have found out that Biden can make an executive order that Trump cannot overturn. He said that.
Oh yeah, that's
it's
exactly.
impossible.
And he can also approve amendments that aren't true.
Oh, it's not. Did you hear they hired a bunch of people? He put a bunch of people that worked for Kamala in places of to stop Trump's agenda and different things, and Trump can't get rid of them because they're super secret loopholes.
Totally not a dictator, though.
Yeah.
Totally bullshit. And all these fucking federal union jobs need to go away. There is no way that our federal employees should be protected by a union. That is disgusting.
Federal union.
Oh, did you guys see too that like that when the ATF guy Dettelbeck resigned or quit or whatever, left, that they gifted him the people gifted him a ghost gun. Like here's an 80% receiver and everything. And a ghost gun AR with no serial number and all that. But I thought that was super dangerous and people weren't supposed to have them, but it's okay for you to have one. And then today, what's his face? Merrick Garland, resigned or whatever, did something. And so
they're all
FBI.
shedding.
Yeah, the FBI came and Christopher Wray gave him a legit Thompson.
Really? With drum magazine?
A drum magazine, short barrel rifle, full auto Thompson from FBI stocks as a gift. How is that possible?
Are you talking
How is
about
that legal?
a Tommy gun from back
A
in
Tommy
the day?
gun.
Yeah.
FBI because the guns that are
No,
in
Fatty,
FBI
all federal employees should just be able to get fired. Like the president should be able to walk in and say, all this fucking department's fired. They're fucking not protected by a union. They need to go. They support the old administration. We need to bring in new people. I don't care about any of this shit. Because if that's a thing, guess what, Jim? A lot of these departments don't need to exist anymore. But when you got 35-year lifers at the Department of Education, they can't get fired. Nothing ever